What's happening, man?
Yes, sir.
This is we're bugging. There's so much to talk about. So many things to talk. So many goddamn questions. Thank you.
Yeah. People want to know stuff.
They do.
You sure? I think they answered everything in that video.
That's what this video is for. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. We are back, episode 48. We are taking a trip down memory lane with a former guest. It's been over a year and a half. We have joining us once again today, Rai. Welcome back to the podcast, my friend. How are you doing?
Hello, thanks for having me. I'm doing pretty good.
We're glad to hear. Well, if you don't know who Rai is, he's an OG. He's a whale. He's pirate level almost 1300. You know,
Washed up. Don't worry about it.
Washed up. Hasn't even come first place in a treasure map. Anyway, never once. All right, moving. He did come first place in the what was it called? You came first in one of the Blitz battles, right?
World Cruise.
World Cruise, that's it. You came first in that, which is actually impressive. I mean, it's not as impressive as coming first place in the Rice event, but that's, you know.
Of course.
Besides the point. Anyway, we have so much to talk about today. Like, so many things have dropped today. We have so many goddamn questions. All of you, let's get started straight away. All right, friend referral campaign. So, in the previous episode, we got information about the 11.1 update on the JP version, and there was a lot of a few little tags there that referred to a kind of shifting or updating in the friend system, or at least some additions there. We finally have that information, and what that information pertains to is there's a friend referral campaign that I think is ongoing now for Treasure Cruise accounts, where you can give your link or a code to new accounts and they can get started, and then both accounts can benefit from this. So I think the overall total is, if you have 30 friends complete the missions, these missions are kind of associated to things like getting higher pirate level, competing in treasure map, clearing raids, Kisners, and all that kind of stuff. Once they're all completed, you and the friend also earn gems, and there's a total of 310 gems to earn from the friend referral system. I don't know how much you guys looked into this little tidbit there, but anything from that at all? What are your thoughts on having it in the game now?
It's cool.
Imagine having 30 friends to join Treasure Cruising.
Imagine having 30 friends, bro. Me and the Hermano, shout out Lay, you know, make 30 alt accounts on my BlueStacks or something like that and call it a day.
It's like super whatever, honestly. Like it's cool. I understand why they're doing it, but like, yeah, it's cool, I guess.
It's a good mechanic, but like yo, go for it.
In my opinion, it's good, but it's like 7 years too late.
Yeah.
I mean, like it can always help, but like, really?
I just like, surely you would foresee that most people are just going to be making alt accounts and making because it doesn't matter the account as long as you complete the missions. So in theory, like if we wanted to get Monka TOS for a second, like you could make an alt account, put it on a modded APK, finish everything, and then you benefit from the gems on your account. Your account's clean. So like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like that's probably what I'm probably going to be making 30 alt accounts and going brazy. But like, hey, it is what it is. I mean, 310 gems though. That's pretty nice.
Wait, so like, how does it actually confirm whether a person has done it? Is there set missions you have to complete?
Yeah, so it's a code. Like you send a code to the person, and that person like either downloads the game via the code or like inputs the code in like into a specific point, and then there are a variety of missions they have to complete. Let me find them real quick. So things like get to level 150, log in for 30 days, increase support ability 5 times, increase potential ability 5 times, use a friend captain, the player who invited you, and like so use a friend captain of that person, clear one nav level on TM, clear 1 assist on Kizuna, and then clear all intermediate and rookie chopper man missions, and then then that account gets like a butt ton of gems, and then you get like compensated a little bit of gems from that too.
Oh.
So I think it works like there's a little info, like a little image where it was like so like every friend you get like, so if you have 2 friends is 50 gems, and 3 friends 50, 4 friends is another 25, 5 friends is another 10, and and after 9 friends do it, it's another 5, and after it's like it kind of adds up. So supposedly, if you get 30 people to do it, or 30 friends, new additions that is, you can get a total of 310 gems from the event. There's like brackets of how many people in each one.
Why bother? Oh, it
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of effort.
It's a lot of effort, but I mean, like, I guess then for 310 gems, yeah, it's a lot of time. But I mean, I guess we'll see it. So I even saw like a lot of JP players were tweeting about it. They're like, "Hey, I'm using a emulator." Everyone's like, "Holy shit, you can do that!" So like, they weren't even aware of what the strats were. So like, I mean, it's gonna take forever to get it done. But I mean, like, maybe if it's something that like, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. 310 gems is a lot, but is it worthwhile all that time? Probably not too much there. All right,
fair enough.
Meat and taters. All right.
Do that, like,
yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say, if you could do that multiple times, then sure, but like, that's like what 30 days max or something for 310 gems is for one time for all that effort.
Especially because it's like it's not even just 30 days max; it's 30 accounts for 30 days too.
Yeah, exactly.
So like the management is obscene. You know, like you have to be juggling 30 emulators, like it kind of bugging. So
yeah, no thank you.
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe it gets streamlined. Maybe it gets more effective. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we go. All right, meat and taters. By meat and taters, I mean, like, you know, if we're looking at the plate, we have the nice ribeye steak. We have the collard greens, have a bit of salad here. We've got some, you know, it's got some taters here. Got some gravy on top. We're gonna move to the salad right now. Legend Toki Kizna exclusive releases out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
not really out of nowhere.
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't technically out of nowhere because we had that data download prior too, which was like, oh, Toki's coming to the game. We didn't think it was gonna be that quick though. That's cool.
All right, let's go through Toki. All right, Legend Toki, Momonosuke, and Hiyori. A strength-free spirit slasher. Captain ability, -1 cooldown at the start of the adventure. 4.75 attack, 1.2x HP. Crew will treat strength orbs as beneficial. Heals 1x character recovery for each perfect you hit at the end of the turn. The special is select 2 characters that will have certain debuff immunity for 2 turns, and after 2 turns have passed for 1 turn, boost the attack and orbs of those 2 selected characters by 3.5x. Her special super type condition is when a crew member triggers a special, and her super type special is -5 cooldown to herself, and for 1 turn, boost the color affinity of strength characters by 2x, and then make strength characters super typed. Thoughts, opinions? Where are we leaning on Toki over here?
Yeah, someone go.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna kick it to you mid.
Go Flame.
That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, okay, I disagree.
I think she's a very solid character, but she is very gimmicky. One thing that I don't like about her design is they designed her similar to Zoro, in which Toki, more at least than Zoro, she seems very universal. Like her captain effect is universal. Her special effect like doesn't really restrict who's getting that boost and like who you could put it on. But they do the stupid shit that they always do, and they push you to use strength units by forcing her super type to be strength specific, which I hate. And I mean, it's not like they only do like color based like super type abilities, because like literally the first super type unit in the game, legend wise, Snake Man is universal. So I don't know why they always do that shit. Like I don't like color affinity super type effects anyway. I think those are like some of the worser ones. But if she was just like a universal color affinity booster, that would have been way better.
100%. If that's the only thing I don't like about her is her super type. If her super type was rainbow color affinity, like she's like one of the best units in the game.
I was gonna say, it should be busted if it was rainbow.
Because you could just like bring any unit that has type advantage. They get 3.5 attack and orbs and a 2x color affinity.
Exactly.
Like what up?
Yeah,
shit's bussin'. But I think she's great. I like her captain ability, even though it's like super boring and stuff. But like Rainbow 4.75, that's never a bad thing. Healing every time you hit a perfect. The special ability obviously has pros and cons, but like the really cool thing about it is like you can basically avoid despair whenever you want. Like you can it's kind of like Sober Mask, you know, when you use double Sober Mask and you can just dodge all those captain debuffs and you don't have to worry about it. Or if there's like certain bind or special bind on certain characters, you can completely avoid it. And It's cool. It's not going to be used all the time, but I've seen some clips of her, and she's been able to clear like all the arenas like pretty easily. It's just crazy to see how easy she just goes through content. I like her. I think she's really good and really interestingly designed. And the other thing I like about her as well is that she includes Momo and Hiyori in the characters, so you get access to some good supports as well.
Yep, totally agree.
So something I'm curious about, like, because I'm pretty sure one of the debuffs that you're able to hop is attack down, right? So I'm not sure if it works like this, but if it does, this is kind of like OP. So like imagine like you go into the stage, like you have your two characters and like they're like sealed, right? Like they can't be affected by the debuffs. You get attacked down. Would those two characters be affected by the attack down? Because if they aren't, then like low key, you don't even have to bring somebody to remove it.
I think they will still be affected by attack down.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say that'd be kind of crazy.
I think it's just like any debuff that's inflicted to that specific unit.
Yeah, so like binding or like Sailor Despair or like just despair in general. Yeah, silence and such too. So
okay.
Special reverse probably.
Yeah, 100%. At least
that's actually really good if she avoids that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't like. Look, man. I think the one thing that ticks me off is that it's a Kizuna exclusive.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that. Yeah,
I hate
fuck
that.
That's just trash.
I'm so over this, man. All right, golf, king, golf, right? What's go? I hear the sigh. I'm like, all right, he's ready. He's formulated his idea. He's ready to go. Send it.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like, I don't really have any like strong opinion. Like, it's just another legend at this point, in my opinion. Like, they're trying to do something unique with it, but it's still just like another legend that they're going to put in the back burner sooner or later, and another one's going to come out. It's like they're going to have another Kizuna exclusive legend like next month.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
Yeah, I kind of fall in the same a similar boat. Like, first of all, I want to point out Sanji Pudding is not available on that Kizuna, so. That leads me to believe that maybe they'll only have 3 exclusive legends available per banner. I don't know how truthful that is, but I was kind of tight when they didn't have Sanji Pudding available. I was like, well, then like you have these exclusive legends, and now I literally can't pull Sanji Pudding if I didn't have them, right?
Yeah,
like that's stupid. We don't make an exclusive character and then not make them available on that particular, like on that Kizuna banner. That makes no sense to me. But that's like a small tidbit, I suppose. Again, Bullet stay winning. Shout out my guy Bullet once again. He stays. He never loses. This is a fantastic unit to use alongside Bullet. So shout out to that. All right. She actually her Sailor ability reduces 5 turns of special seal on themselves and counted 2 turns of special rewind on themselves. It's pretty good. Support once during the adventure when the support character triggers a special, changes the orb of the supported character to strength, and for 1 turn locks orb of the support character for 1 turn orb boost. For 1 turn, boost orb and attack of the supported character by 1.5x. Pretty good. It's only for 1 character though, which is kind of lame.
I kind of wish that her support was more utility based rather than damage based.
I'd agree too.
These are things we don't control.
And then Pirate Rumble stuff. So special is level 10. I don't see her. She's on a 27 CT.
Okay.
Let me see. All right. So strength allies reduce. So for strength allies, she reduces special seal debuff for 20 seconds. Reduces movement seal debuff for 20 seconds. Reduces special CT by 15%. Level 10 attack up to 1 ally with the high attack for 20 seconds, and heals 2x character recovery to allies in a large range. Her ability is Strength Allies level 5 attack up, level 5 speed up, level 3 defense up, and Dex enemies level 5 defense down. She has 2 heals in her pattern, and she is immune to special seal and movement seal.
I just pulled the new Blackbeard.
I hate Todd. I fucking hate this guy. This happened twice on the podcast now.
Oh, I didn't record this one though.
Bro, where's that shit? Oh, fuck, man. I hate Todd. You're a dude.
Either way.
Why are you pulling? Why?
Congratulations.
No, I'm going off. You piece of trash content creators talking about Don't pull on this banner. We have the roadmap. Don't, and each and every one of you, Flame, you're sitting there, but I see your ass. You pulled 2. All your motherfuckers doing this boy anyway. Congratulations. Anyway, she seems pretty interesting for strength teams. So, fuck, man.
The problem with strength teams is they've always had they never have good units for defense. They're always based around doing as much damage as possible.
Yeah,
and they kind of the thing about strength that makes them terrible is that they're all based around doing offense, but they kind of just are not as good as the other offensive teams, and then they have no defense, so they just get absolutely washed. So I guess she's okay, but I've never really liked healers that much in Pirate Rumble, unless if it's Otama, because she's the only good one, or maybe Shirahoshi.
Her ability's busted though. So many buffs, for strength is really, really good.
Yeah,
her special is, I don't know. I hate cool. You're reducing all these
what was
debuffs.
Her CT again? What was her
27.
Okay,
Which is kind of long, man. I don't know.
Okay, could have been worse, I guess.
I mean that special CT reduction is actually kind of good. 15%.
Yeah.
If that's across the board, and that's actually really powerful. I don't know. I don't like the fact of boosting only one ally by level 10 attack. I would have liked it if it was boost all allies by level 4 or level 5 or whatever for 20 seconds. So you have a big spurt of damage output, but I don't know. I don't think she's really built for PvP. Definitely not, but still pretty neat overall.
Nice.
Any other opinions on Toki?
I think we kind of touched up on most of it, to be honest. I think.
Oh, and then the best 6+ of the year, Dex Sabo, out of nowhere.
He's hella good.
He is. So still at Dex. He's Dex fighter shooter. He's now fighter shooter and free spirit characters by 4x, HP of 1.3, increased attack when at least one enemy is defeated in the previous turn, and he goes to a max of a 5x attack boost in 5 turns, and then he increases the rate of mashing orbs to those classes. He inflicts 2 turns. For 2 turns, he inflicts enemies with burn, and for 2 turns, he increases he does 1.0 to the chain and boosts the attack of fighter, shooter, and free spirit characters by 2.25x. And his Pirate Rumble abilities are 2x attack and damage to enemies in front facing large range. Level 7 attack up to fighter, shooter, free spirit allies for 20 seconds. And then his ability is level 7 attack up to fighter, shooter, free spirit from the start of battle for 40 seconds. And level 5 attack up to himself.
Okay.
He's very strong. He's a very good unit.
They made him a perfect counterpart to Versus Ace.
Correct. Versus Ace is going off right now.
I mentioned this tonight. I thought it was really odd, the way that he's so perfectly fit for Versus Ace.
Yeah.
Because when that got announced, Versus Ace just released on global. So I was telling Knight it seems as if this was supposed to be a global drop. Because for Versus Ace, he wasn't it's not that they're bad anymore. It's just they're not really as relevant for that character. If you know what I mean?
That makes sense. I believe that. I just think he's really good. I think he's really strong. I think it's just this is what 6+s should have been from the start. I mean, some of them are, some of them definitely aren't. But not necessarily. You don't have to necessarily overhaul the entire unit. But this is very good.
6+ in Goku?
All right, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get this man out of here right now. That's facts. All right, cool. Good 6+. Make sure you 6+ him. And again, I think his skulls are available in the Kizuna Jack, who also has a 5+, which is interesting, but no super boss. I think.
Speaking of that, there's something weird going on with that because I heard that a lot of Jack's skulls are actually in box 7. So I feel that's going to be hard for players free-to-play players at least to get that.
Hell no. Don't you say that to me. That's disgusting. Really? That's stupid.
That's what I heard.
That's dumb. That's so stupid.
It's like the boa.
Yeah,
it's
but
the same one.
But I thought the boa
but boa was an alliance, right?
But boa was a But no, but I thought Bowl, because she was a super boss as well. She had the it kind of made sense for her to have a 5+. but I think Jack isn't a super boss or whatever. So like,
Yeah, he isn't.
So
That's why it's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't make really a lot of sense.
Like super bizarre.
I don't understand why I put the 5+ there. But
the unit's good though.
Unit's good. Unit's pretty solid. 100x attack to strength, in strength damage to all enemies. 6 turns of paralysis and attack down on crew for 3 turns. Boost color affinity for strength driven and powers by 2x. Why is his color affinity better than Toki's super type? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, he's really good. That's a very solid 6 turns of attack down and paralysis, and a 3-turn color affinity to a color in 2 classes. Pretty cracking. All right. We're going to skip that next point. We're going to jump straight to Magellan, Moria, and V3 Blackbeard.
Hey, don't disrespect.
I'm disrespecting. We're going to jump straight to Magellan, Moria, V3 Blackbeard, all released at the same time. So a lot of people speculating that how are they going to decide to drop Magellan, Moria, and Blackbeard, if they're gonna sneak Magellan in early, but we are here. I don't want to call it the French Anisugo, but in essentially the French Anisugo, but like we'll get to all that information a little later. All right, show of hands, who pulled? I already went off on everyone, but who pulled? Flame, Rai? All right, Flame, tell us, man. What'd you do?
Definitely not me.
Oh, y'all are so disrespectful. I don't even understand.
So,
Knight, did you pull? Knight didn't pull. Knight didn't pull on this Suga. I respect him. On JP, you did, though. 100% you did.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I can't respect Knight. I can't respect anyone in this call. All right, Flame, how did you go? Let us know.
So I rolled up to my house yesterday, kind of late, right before the banner came out.
Yep.
And I was watching Todd, and I popped my free multi. I got it extended on my first one,
That's crazy.
but it was Blackbeard, so that kind of tilted me because that was the one obviously I didn't want.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Like I had like 300, like 400 gems, something like that. I was like, I'm just gonna do a couple. Second multi, I got V2 Kaido, which I didn't have, so I was happy.
Yep.
And then I was at the 4th multi. I don't know why I wanted to do one more, but I did one more. Got another extended. Got Moria. Super happy about that. The next one was like a limited or some shit. Did that one. Got another extended. It was Moria, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop right here. Got Pizarro, and I'm done.
Jesus, 5 multis, 3 new legends, bugging.
Yeah, new rare recruit too.
Yikers. All right, Rai, how'd you go?
I went to 10. I got all 3. Got Blackbeard on the 10th, obviously. I got 2 Morias and 2 Magellans in the process, though.
Oh my days.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yo, side note, not only just me, and I also know yours, Papi, but I've seen a lot of people that got a lot of legends in their free multi.
My free multi was cracked. Like
I got 3 in my shit too.
Bro, I got 5 legends in my free multi. Cracked. I got VV Becker V1, Shanks Crew. I got V3 Ray. I got V2 Kaido and then V2 Ray. That's an account right there. Start an account, bang, you're ready to go. God damn.
My friend Tanner, who plays, he sent me a picture of his free multi. He had both the characters, but in his free multi, he got Sweet Commanders and Akainu versus Ace.
Bro, that's cracked. Oh my god. The free multis for some reason break. I mean, Todd's was kind of mid. But by mid I mean literally terrible. But I mean the free multis are actually kind of good. So overall, I mean, like, I'm not complaining. Free multi is free multi. Like, even if you don't get anything, like, it's free. You can't really complain too much. Hey, free Sugo medals to spend on nothing. Anyway, all right.
10% need French Annie. It was terrible.
That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck needs French Annie when I just get this, man? You got Shanks Crew again? Feels good. All right. 10%, 4 parts. So we had part 1, which was all legends were on that. Well, not all legends in the game, but like all 3 of the new release legends. And then parts 2 through 4 respectively had, Magellan, Moria, and Blackbeard. 10% banner. So we're looking at a 0.33% chance on part 1, and then I think it was like 0.6 on parts 2 through 4, I believe. So not too shabby there. The steps were about what we expect from like a celebration-esque Sugo. Nothing too crazy there, but what were your guys' thoughts on the banner though? Like as their kind of makeshift move from doing like a separate Magellan Moria to making this banner overall. Were we like happy with it? Do you think it could have been potentially better? But like, where'd you guys sit in terms of like this banner? In terms of like potentially like what's supposed to be a big celebration banner, which we'll get into a little later. But like, do you think this banner was worthwhile? Do you think people should skip? Not like you guys, but do you think people should pull? Do you think people should test the waters?
I think people should skip, not only just because the characters that are available aren't really worthwhile, but one, we actually know now like what's coming,
everything.
When's coming.
Yeah, we know everything.
Number two, as far as the celebration banner, I personally didn't like the steps. I thought they were kind of mediocre, to be honest. Yeah. And especially for I'll continue to say this: 10 legend banners are the GOAT. This 20, 25, 30, whatever the fuck they're doing, that shit sucks.
We're never getting a 10 legend banner back, man, for a celebration. When it's never happening.
That's everybody says pulling TM Sugos. That's why I pull my debut Sugos, bro. Them 10 legend banners are crazy.
So like the thing with me and the reason why I didn't pull was like I know treasure map's right around the corner, and one of these legends will be boosted on part 1. And if they release all the parts at the same time, I can just pick the Magellan part or pick the Moria part, whatever it's boosted, and then go to there. So like for me personally, like it's not even like pulling for the legend. It's more so like pulling on like a particular part. Like, I mean, like I think like Todd was saying, like in theory though, like you have a high chance of pulling at least one of the 3 if you pull on part 1 because it like adds up to like 1% in comparison to like a 10 legend Sugo where it'll be like 0.5%. For a new legend potentially there. But like on the contrary though, I think there's more like value in pulling on a TM banner because you're getting TM boosters and you're also having the chance to pull the new rare recruits, which, you know, from what Rai has done research wise, literally impossible to acquire. And then also having the chance to get the rare recruits, new legends and TM boosters as well. So I don't know. We'll see there. Todd's in the call. He's doing money moves right now. So when he gets back, he can tell us about his multis there as well. But whilst Todd is on the phone, Strawhat Crew Legend for the One Piece Day celebration. Oh boy, were feathers ruffled with this unit. I'll tell you what. People were
Let's go,
upset.
Bullet dethroned.
No, fuck off. No, he's not. Don't. Can Tokyo
Bullet who?
Don't disrespect my boy. That's my guy. Bullet's literally the most underrated legend in the game. Don't question me, man. Anyway, the One Piece Day 1,000 logs, Strawhat Crew Legend.
Wait. No means. When was the last time you used Bullet?
I use Bullet in GOP challenges still all the time.
Yikes.
Yeah, man. Shout out my guy B-Bro. Like I said, B-Bro is the GOAT. Fuck y'all. When's B-Bro going to be on the podcast? Oh, Todd's back. Todd, how'd your Magellan, Moria, and V3 Blackbeard pulls go?
Well,
don't even fucking laugh like that to me. This fucking guy.
Well, look,
still pulling
obviously
not
as good
right now.
Obviously not as good as Flames, because those were way too good. I don't know how many he did, by the way.
This son of a bitch.
Wow,
I fucking hate his guts.
This freaking guy right here, Mr. I'm free to play.
Yeah, I'm going off with I'm joking.
I'll give you a little TLDR because you were on the phone. So the free multi, I got Blackbeard.
Oh, yep.
First multi, didn't get nothing. Second multi, I got V2 Kaido, which I didn't have.
Nice.
Third, I think I got a double Pizarro. Fourth multi, I got a extended Moria. And then the multi after that, I got another extended, and I thought I was about to get all 3 in the 5. but I got another Moria.
If you'd got all 3 in the 5, you wouldn't be on today's episode. I'll be completely frank. Like, I'm not fucking about. That's on God. That's on everything. Rai, you want to spot on GGP, man? I'm replacing Flame, dude. All right.
But yeah.
But yeah, Todd, so keep going. What else?
Yeah, so I did 10 multis. We got Gecko Moria on the 5th. Hoping to get one of the other ones a little bit later on. Then got a Dupe Moria on the 10th, which kind of sucked. And then obviously we did the 2 sneaky pulls afterwards on stream.
Your finger
slipped.
Yeah. Mandem did that one. And the one Gemma.
Yeah.
Bro, them sneaky pulls you did,
Two of the worst motions I've ever seen in my whole life.
That was terrible.
Two of the worst motions I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah, kind of deserved for doing that.
Got karma on, but hey,
either way, ended up walking away with Blackbeard on the next one.
Yeah,
so
came back around though, so you got to respect it.
Yeah,
content, baby, let's go. More Blackbeard videos.
That.
Big brain. 500
IQ. Looking forward to future banners. More to compare to this one, but either way.
All right, we'll get into those a little later. But before you went on to that, Strawhat Crew Legend.
Oh yes.
So, wow. All right, they are a Psy Free Spirit fighter unit. They are a single unit. They are a super type unit. They have hunger and shipbind. Fuck, bro. What is the point of shipbind? I don't understand.
The potential abilities kind of suck.
Shipbind is so dumb. Shipbind is such a
they got hunger though, which is good.
Yeah, hunger is pog, but shipbind is weird champ. Yeah. All right, their captain ability. Attack by 4x, HP by 1.2. They give themselves a 5x attack boost. When HP is full at the start of the attack, their own attack will have a type advantage against all colors. That akin of when Germa swaps into the captain swap, or just bullet in general.
This man trying to be bullet so bad.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Are you gonna? We'll see where Todd lies in this argument. Special. For 1 turn, crew will treat all colored orbs as beneficial. Boost the attack of the crew by 2.25x. Boost the color affinity by 1.75. So that's a rainbow color affinity boost. Delays all enemies by 1 turn. Choose 1 debuff on the crew and reduce 5 turns of that chosen debuff. For 1 turn, reduce incoming damage by 70%. Change block orbs to matching orbs of the crew. Heal 343 HP. Reduce 5 turns of defense up and percent damage reduction on enemies.
Jesus Christ, it's like reading the whole novel, bro.
Too much.
And they're super type.
Super type. When their suicide condition is when they get an attack up. When attack up is activated on the crew, their super type special is -1 turn of cooldown of the crew, 100x attack and typeless damage to all enemies, and then that will ignore defensive abilities, and they turn super type Psy characters into super type Psy. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get into it. How do we feel about this unit?
Best unit in the game.
Oh my, no.
Get out.
No. Absolutely not. Convince me.
I'm a little biased, but I will put some objectivity in this. Their captain's very disappointing. I mean,
correct.
4x, like, I mean, they definitely should have been like just off the the moment alone, like that should have been like arguably like best character in the game type of character. Anyway, the fact that their rainbow is like restricted, like worse than like Germa, and like then you have a character like Bullet, for example, that came out like 2 years ago, that just straight up just has it.
Correct.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
Something I do think that's a bit underrated about them is I do think that they're going to be a really good sub.
Yep.
Especially for the fact that since they do have access to like so many different types of support effects that you can like throw on them, I do think in that case they'll be pretty good. As far as their super type, it's kind of non-existent. It's like sweet commanders. Like when it is useful, like sure, but most of the time it's like they don't really even have one. So yeah, unfortunate.
Basically just means as a captain that they basically get the added utility of getting around special reverse.
Right.
Yeah. That's like the only real use of it, and maybe speed farming if you're doing that.
Yeah. In my case though, like I will like use them a lot just because like I really like that character.
So you're pulling.
I will bring them on the world tour.
So you're pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pulling on that.
Oh my. We don't even know what's gonna December could be insane.
Actually,
Oh no! Don't say it, Rai. Here we go. Here we go.
This is technically V3 Robin, so let's go.
No, poor Rai, poor Rai.
Knight come back too. Let's go.
Knight, come back. Let's go. I'm in. I'm actually in now. Let's go. Look, man, like their special is kind of cool. Like they do a lot of different stuff, which is pretty neat, I suppose. Their captain is just so mid, and that's just the most disappointing part to me. Like if their attack boost was like 4.5x, or the rainbow affinity, like the rainbow tapping like attack was all the time and it wasn't related to HP, I would be way more. I would say this probably could be like one of the best, if not the best unit in the game.
It's still kind of crazy though, because you could partner it up with like
Roger,
Shirahoshi Manchuri sub
and
to get
overheal, yep.
and then you can always have perfective. That's like the most broken combo, I feel.
Yeah, 100%.
Another problem I feel like that character has outside of their special effect is they don't really give you a way of like getting matching orbs. So I feel like their super type should have also given that as well.
They should have made recovery 10 and beneficial with a captain.
Yeah, something like that.
They should have made some sort of orbs beneficial as the.
Also, I get the like 43 thing because of Brooke, like in the special effect, but that should have just been like 43,000, especially because of their captain restriction.
That shit trash.
Yeah.
It should have been like it's an amalgamation of all the units.
Scaling of teams has gone up, so that's
so much though, like crazily, like a big amount. Because I think a lot of legends these days are like an attack boost, an HP boost, and something else.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because like I think the majority of legends that are releasing now have at least a 1.2 or a 1.3x HP boost, which like like what Rice said, HP scaling is going crazy right now. So like,
yeah, 1.2 ain't shit.
Yeah, the heal isn't enough. I don't think the heal needs to be like way more. What do we got here else? I mean,
this special's broken.
Yeah, all colored orbs beneficial. 2.25 times rainbow boost. 1.75 color affinity. They do a delay. They remove 5 turns of 1 debuff. They reduce incoming damage. They change block orbs to matching. And they heal, and they reduce 5 turns of defense up and.
I know. But you know what? You know what's one thing that special doesn't do? Freaking damage. It's not a damaging special, so you can't like.
There's a lot of supports that won't benefit from that at all, which is kind of lame.
Yeah, but like the enemy's gonna like interrupt this special all the time.
Yeah, so, but that's the issue though, right?
Because like, partner with Roger.
You have to. Roger stay winning again as well.
Facts.
Like, the fact that Roger is like a 3x attack, like this unit should, like in theory, this unit should have been so much more broken. All right, let's play a game here. 1.0 lore on release in comparison to One Piece, like Strawhat Crew. All right, there you go. There's the answer. I didn't have to ask the answer.
1.0 lore's still broken, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like 1.0 lore, not even just like in the global comparison, right? 1.0 lore is so good. Like he was so incredibly powerful.
Yep.
But I feel like especially because like you just had Legend Toki release. Legend Toki is a 4.75x a rainbow attack boost.
Yeah.
That's more than these jabronis. Like, come on, dog. You can't be doing that. I feel like if their captain ability was a little higher, or if subsequently they weren't barred by a full HP, that'd have been way better. But I don't know, dog.
Yeah, man, it's the Strawhat Crew legend, bro. They did them dirty.
Actually, did do them really dirty.
At least their ink effect looks amazing.
At least Jinbei is there. That's all that matters.
True. Dude, people have been so upset.
I'd have been pissed. I'd have been livid.
Robin's green shirt. That's pretty hot.
This dude.
Hey, thanks for the input.
No problem.
Good respect, my guy, right there. All right, all right, and then also, furthermore, their support. I don't like. Why are they a stat support?
Oh my god, this support
I agree.
is so bad.
They could have done
been like
anything else. They could have done anything else.
It should have just been something like equivalent to their special.
Imagine that. Like, imagine if like they could have done like a rainbow attack booster, a rainbow like
or even like
affinity booster.
Even like attaching to like any unit or something when you reach the final stage, change block orb into matching, something like
that would
that.
be crazy, like a brulee type thing, but for all like for all classes or for all units. Sorry, that'd be really so good. There's a fucking 10%. I'm still gonna use Roger, like and I'm still gonna use like Bullet. Like I'm still gonna use. There's so many other stat boosting units.
Yeah, because like, if you use him as a support, you still lose out on all the other Straw Hats you can't
That's what I'm saying. If you use him as a support, you lose out on 10 characters.
Yeah, it's like, really poorly designed.
That's so much. Like, that's way too much.
I made a joke in my video, like design wise, it's as if like they downplayed the character as if they were also going to release on global, but then just didn't drop it on global.
That's so true.
Actually, that's feels kind of true.
That I feel that because like if this had released on global right now,
rushed as well. Like
it does seem rushed.
It's only a 6-star, not even a
no 5-star. Yeah. For sure. That we didn't talk about that part. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about no 5-star?
Yeah, I hope that doesn't continue.
I actually didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's no 5-star. Yeah, fuck that is. Like that's fucked. That's so messed up.
Yep, that's really bad. I didn't check the rates though. I hope the rates were at least decent.
The rates should like if it isn't equivalent, that's messed up.
It was still equivalent, but it's still.
Oh, like, okay. Why? Well, that's okay then.
Yeah, it's okay, but at the same time, it's like I feel like there's like maybe if it isn't mathematical, there's at least like a placebo kind of feeling where it's like, oh well, if there's a 5-star and a 6-star version available, I have a better chance at pulling the unit when there's like both versions are available. I hate that the 6-star thing is now a permanent thing on global, at least as far like to this point, I suppose. But like at least there's the opportunity I can pull a 5-star or a 6-star version of a unit, right?
And like, why have they stopped giving ink effects to debuts, bro? Like, come on, son.
And like what you mentioned way earlier,
force you to play treasure map.
Oh no!
Bros, you're right.
You're not wrong, but
doesn't make sense.
Well, you can buy them with blue tickets now, so I don't even have to play anymore. So what's up? My hustling has all been.
Wait, when did that update come out?
That should be out in 11.0. I'm fairly sure.
I hope so.
Well, I don't know what the fuck is 11.0 going to be.
Not getting that.
We don't know what the 11.0 is going to be. We're not getting that.
5 months.
No, 20 months.
Well, I mean, you would hope that the cotton candy update is going to be in it.
I don't know, bro. We'll have to see. We'll get into that though. We'll get into that though.
It's not there,
bro. I'll quit.
Dude, legit. People would lose their minds.
I'm flying to Japan right now as we speak. I'm beat the shit out of him. I'm not gonna say his name, so I don't get
somehow
arrested.
Just skip the commit for 10.3.
They just delete the lot, bro. Hey, did you commit the patch? What do you mean? We're at 10.2, aren't we? Anyway. Right, they're Pirate Rumble stuff. So they are 31 CT. Their special is 1.7 times carriage attack and damage to enemies in a large range. Heal for 1,000 periodically. That's crazy. Heal at 1,000 periodically for 15 seconds. And 50% chance to inflict movement seal on 2 enemies. Their ability is level 5 attack up, level 5 HP up from the start of the battle for 30 seconds, level 2 defense up to sight allies. And their resistances is which is kind of weird how they put this in the resistances. They heal 250 HP periodically, and they're immune to movement seal or special seal. Sorry.
I think their CT is really high. I think it's like
way too high. It's 31. Yeah, way too high.
It's too high for that. That should be in like 26, 27.
Well, like I think it's really cool how they have a 1,000 HP healing. I don't know if that is for just themselves or that's for all.
Yeah, I guess we have to wait and see how that goes because that could legit be broken.
I don't know if it's just them. It's kind of bad. Maybe they're really good on defensive teams because they can just tank because they just keep healing.
I mean, because normally it would say heal allies. Right?
Yeah.
It's just
right.
It's just them.
Heal,
yeah.
So.
And I hate any 50% chance to inflict movement seal on 2 enemies. Like I don't like that shit, man. I
think it lasted 5 seconds.
Yeah, which is bad. I don't know. I know it's different, but I keep referring back to Halloween Lore, who has like 100% chance to inflict like special seal or some shit, and that's so busted. Like I don't get why they do this 50%. Like, make it like 85% chance to inflict movement skill on 2 enemies for 5 seconds. Like, make it way more powerful. Make them more viable, but alas. All right, we also got a buggy legend. Or not buggy legend, I wish. A buggy. I was hoping this was a legend. When I saw it, I was like, please, man. That'd be so
that
cool.
buggy's so ass.
I know, but the art looks sick though. The art actually looks kind of tight. I rate it.
I love the artwork. It looks sick.
Right, but I don't even want to read his cap. What the fuck is his captain? I'm not reading.
You're not using him as a captain.
I'm not reading that. His special is reduces 2 turns of bind, despair, paralysis, special skill, and attack down. He changes bomb. He places block, bomb, recovery, tendon orbs to matching, and for 1 turn he boosts orbs by 2x. Rainbow Twix orb booster isn't nothing to sneeze at, I suppose. Yeah,
I'm
like-
sneezing.
Yeah, like facts. I'm sneezing at that. Like,
all right, fuck man.
like,
All right, we all
two
sneezing.
turns was bad enough, but he don't even got double special. Like, come on.
I was when I was reading that, I clicked on the image to see if he had double special. He didn't. And I just like my heart just like broke. I was like, "Fuck, are you kidding me? Why?" But
shit's trash.
yeah. All right. Well then we didn't. All right. Well, let's do our. We didn't do a out of 10 for Legend Toki actually, so we'll do that. Out of 10, Legend Toki out of 10. What are we giving you around the board?
8.5.
8.5. I'd say like an 8 or an 8.5 myself too.
7.5.
Ooh. All right. Flame Knight. What we got?
8.75 because of
Oh.
waifu.
Okay, this fucking guy. Knight.
Fucking nerd.
Bro, get out of here with your little Kobayashi dragon picture.
Hey, man,
On your ass, boy.
bro.
Give you a rating.
Fire, bro.
I
I give it 8.25.
So we average it out. Is that what? And then
God.
the Straw Hat Crew Legend.
10.
10? Are you? You're bugging. You're 0. 0. Fuck you, 0. No, I'm joking. I'd give them like an 8.5 maybe. 8.5. I would say.
No memes. I give him an 8.
Yeah, I'll give them like an 8.5 myself.
Yeah, I'd say probably
Give them a 7, but
Yo.
I bump it up to an 8 for Robin.
Robin, yeah, there you go. Nine's like
Robin,
11.
Bump it up to an 8 for the green shirt.
Yes, sir. I'm with it.
You're wearing a green shirt's kind of hot. Let's go. Anyone in green shirt? Tweet us at Nitemare JP.
Yes, sir.
Tweet
Hit me up.
Tweet in your green shirts. All right, enough fooling around, boys. It's time. Yoshi
For the
Producer.
questions.
Yeah, to the questions. No, all right. We need Yoshi Producer video. Oh my god. I brought Rai on because he's smart. He probably listened during the video, but that's why he's on today's podcast app. So I'm hoping you.
I don't speak Japanese. What?
Come on, man, bro. First of all, I was bugging. I was listening to it. I was like, okay, I get a few things, but why is it in Japanese? And I realized I didn't put subtitles, and then I had to.
Yeah, it was weird they didn't put any subtitles on. That was weird.
Yeah, it's like
We had to
closed
use the
captions.
Yeah,
but the thing is, they had put the subtitles in the closed captions, so they could have just edited it into the video. But
yeah,
I don't know. It is what it is. All right, we have a lot to go through, so I don't know how you guys want to approach this. So I'm looking at the producer video summary written by Godot on the subreddit thing, and I was thinking we just go through each of those points and then each of the images in terms of like the schedule itself.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so shout out to Godot. He's the Godot. Kung Fu Luffy still sucks. Anyway, he says, so the summary. This is Yoshi. This is like a 6-minute video pretty much, which was a little short, which I'm surprised that it was that short by like how much information they jam-packed into it. But, so he says, by the end of December, both Global and Japan will be aiming to have a synced schedule together. This means that Global will be able to enjoy the same events as JP at the same time. This is not a full-on merge, at least as far as the video goes, but they will run on a synchronized schedule. All right. How do we feel, just first of all, about having a hard-struck date of the end of December, end of this year, of being synchronized?
Well, it seems like that they have a plan in place,
Yeah.
at least. I don't know, man. There's like positives and negatives to like everything.
It is.
Man, I personally love what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of how it's actually going to get implemented. And there's obviously a lot of questions that people still have after the conclusion of this video that hopefully we can discuss and go throughout this podcast with. But yeah, I don't know. Let's get some input from someone else because I honestly don't know.
How about it? You go off.
One thing that I'm really nervous about is the end of December because we know on JP that they get their huge New Year's celebration. Like they celebrate that a little bit harder than they do Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that we also celebrate that.
We
I hope
slide
it's not
into
like
it at
January
the same time,
onwards because that would suck.
Yeah,
that's honestly what I'm nervous about. But kind of what Tal was saying, like there's good, like positives and negatives. Like obviously, everybody getting the new Legends at the same time. That's super hype.
Yeah.
The bad part about that is, everybody's going to be more tempted to pull.
Yep.
You're not going to have, opportunities to save ahead of time. But if you've played other games or if you've just played Japan, like you'd be kind of used to that already. I feel.
Yep.
Pull on every banner.
Bro,
yeah, just pull.
I'm not breaded up, man. I ain't got
just get gems.
Hey, all right, fine. All right, that's it. We're not talking anymore about the producer video. That's it. We're done. Just get gems. All right, my honest take from this, I think syncing is cool. I just think there's a lot of small details that hopefully, whilst he hasn't mentioned anything, do get like discussed. Things like when we get caught up, JP will have 4 to 5 months of content. What's going on with that? When are we going to get all that content plus all those legends? When we get synced up, how is Asugo is going to be equivalent on both games? And if that's the case, a gem sale is going to be equivalent on both games. Are they going to increase the amount of gems that Global's earning because of the current content speed up? Like all these little things in my, like immediately as I heard sync, that's the first thing that I kind of started thinking about. It was like, there's so many little like intricacies involved with the synchronization that like, it isn't just a matter of like, oh, we're just going to speed up content and catch up. There's so many extra things as a part of this whole process that like, I hope that they're thinking about when it comes to actually, like syncing the games up at the end of December.
Mm-hmm.
Rai, what do you think though?
I'd say instead of thinking it from a player perspective, think of it like, how does this benefit Bandai?
Yeah, right.
Right? Like, what do they gain by having both game versions on the same schedule?
Yep. Here's what I think. I think that this is actually a benefit for Yoshi himself as a producer. Because no longer is he producing for 2 separate entities. He's producing for one piece Treasure Cruise, period. And then both games just get the exact same content, except Global's content has to be translated, essentially. The same stuff gets developed for both games. So that it's no longer
more efficient.
Yeah,
their workplace will be more productive and efficient.
Yeah, and there's less overhead for him and for the team, I suppose, because no longer are they like juggling 2 different schedules on 2 different versions of the game. It's now like there's still line version, but hey, or whatever there is. There's still a other version, right?
Whatever they do.
Yeah, whatever they're doing over there. But I think it's just less overhead for him in terms of like a business perspective. Like I'd love to hear your opinion on this, right? But I think it personally, like I think it'd be less overhead for him as an individual and for Bandai as a company. Probably like less resource intensive too. Just because both games will have the exact same content, hopefully the exact same times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. I don't really have any insight as to like how their business, how they're running like their teams or development. Like we assume that it's still the JP devs that managed the global side of stuff.
Yeah.
But considering they'd have like some of the support for global is, I believe, in California, whereas they always have to go back to JP for any like immediate maintenances or changes or anything. I'd say it does benefit them a lot to have a synced schedule.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And
Nice.
I guess
Oh,
The-
sorry, go for
But
Yeah, no,
the oh,
Go right,
you
go
can
right,
go.
go right.
I was gonna say it is kind of strange because I do remember. I think it was like one of the first or the second Halloween parties at the Fortnite. It was a simultaneous release on JP and Global.
Right.
After that, they haven't done anything like that until I think the World Clash event.
Mm.
And then after that was Wano Law, if
Yeah.
I'm remembering some of the
It wasn't events,
times
so
that they,
yeah, it wasn't an event.
yeah,
I think
the
one of
times
was
that
the
they
unit, yeah.
synced.
They sync
Yeah,
times
that's
and
true.
stuff though, like because like my issue is like
Yeah,
they've done like obviously like Roger and Odin, was synced as well, right? But like we only just not recently, but we only like a couple months ago got the Roger and Odin events. So I feel like syncing the banners is pretty straightforward. But then syncing like the events though, that's where I think like they're gonna save so much time because it just deploys to both games.
Yep.
Or like the dev team or JP dev team, like you mentioned, would dev the content or dev the unit or whatever it is, and then that would get sent to the translation team, which I actually want to know who the fuck does the translating. Vasco shit. Anyway, no, I had to get it in there. I had to get it in there at some point. But no, but like I'm really
it's
intrigued.
still there, by the way.
That's fucked. That's so
surprised
fucked.
It's not.
I hope it doesn't get fixed ever. I hope it just stays there as Vasco shit. But like I'd want to know who does the translation, and like if it's like a third party or if it's like an outside source, or if it's in-house team, or if it's just like one dude or something like that. Like I'd be really intrigued as to that. But then again, once that translation is done, that probably gets sent back, and then that's when Bandai will just like commit and push the content or the banner or the update or whatever it is, and both games will just get hit at the same time. So they can probably, I reckon, like now more so than anything, like they could probably plan out a schedule for Treasure Cruise way far in advance, opposed to like what they probably currently had now.
And like Yoshi made a big thing about it in his video, saying like he wanted seasonal characters to release at the right time for both versions of the game. So like planning out celebrations is a lot easier, I think, by doing this method as well.
Yep.
And like including Sugo Fest and just free to play events and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was
like
kind of like my point when I brought up like the Halloween party event that they did.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or like they could have done this ages ago. Like
they should have.
Why? Yeah, they should have, and they clearly had the ability back then to do kind of the same thing. So I'm just curious as to why it took this long for them to like finally settle on
finally pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I think that like the catalyst was the Korean merge, and then obviously, and then I think that that's what kind of would have like that from that derived this idea, because I don't see any other reason why that. And I think it's also like, so when Satoshi was the producer, was he also the producer for both games as well, or was it just okay? He was. Fuck, man, that's such a rough.
You could assume so. Yeah,
that's such a shit position. Like I feel like I both feel and hate Yoshi at the same time. Like it's it would be such a challenging job to produce an English variant of the game, and then simultaneously produce your native variant of the game as well.
Yep.
Like it'd be very challenging to juggle both variants. I don't understand why Global just never stepped up and had a different producer. I guess go for it.
It's
sorry.
so weird as well, because like there's been so many opportunities where we've had like super speed up months, but then like they like slow us down again, and then we're still constantly behind.
Yeah.
And then we speed up, and then we fall back behind, and they've never gone ahead and tried to catch us up. And now they're finally like, okay, we're gonna put a plan in place. And the plan that they have in place, honestly, is a bit weird, and we still don't really understand how it's
kind of fucked as well, though. Like there's a lot of content.
Yeah.
I do also want to add this, and also on a side note, I do want to hear Knight's
What are
thoughts
you?
on it.
No, what are you munching on? That's my first question.
I got some Dallas barbecue, but that's a side note.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, I hope it's not a thing where like we get like they're like, oh, like here's the characters, but like there'll be like events picked and not like given to us, like because that's stuff that they do like often.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a thing.
Yeah.
But on a side note, I think Knight's tweet sums it up.
Yeah.
Does it?
I think it does.
Yeah.
I genuinely think your tweet was like actually cracked it on the head. Like, hold on, let me find this thing real quick. You know, I haven't committed it to memory because I've committed all your tweets to memory, but just not this one. Nitemare JP, by the way, you go follow him. He said, the best thing about both versions of OPTC being in sync is that when characters are broken or Bandai fucks up, it'll be at the same time rather than waiting 6 months for the same fuck up. True. Very eloquently put as well, with a smiley face at the end, so you know it's humble. But look, there's so many positives to this that I want to draw. First of all, like the whole hype factor is crazy. Like I think that's awesome in its sense, because like when we get the data download, global players will know like, oh shit, we're gonna get this character at the same time. Or you know what I mean, there's no longer gonna be kind of a disparity between global and JP anymore. Simultaneously, like what Flame mentioned, the whole notion of saving is out the window. You just have to make judgment on whether or not you think the character is worthwhile, or you just have to like watch people that make content on the game and, you know, hope to trust their judgment on whether or not the character is worthwhile.
I mean, and plus, you know, there's still
from the wrong people.
yeah.
I mean, there's also the fact that, you know, Japan anniversary is always going to be a great time to pull.
Correct. I wanted to bring that up. That reminded me. He mentioned that he wants to make the JP anniversary, obviously for both games, a massive celebration. But the big concerning factor for me was that he mentioned that the global anniversary might continue.
Yeah, see that, like, honestly, when I was reading that, I was like, wait, why? Why is it a consideration?
That made no sense to me.
It's a no-brainer. Just have a huge celebration. You make more money, dude. Like, what?
I get the point of like maybe he doesn't want to have them because they're close together or something like that. But at the same time, I feel like that's such a stupid point.
But you know what is kind of funny though is like whenever Global has our anniversary, with it, like Japan always, when Global has their anniversary in February, Japan also releases a crazy powerful batch at that same time.
That's facts.
Like I remember, like even this year when we had our Global anniversary, Japan just released Ace versus Akainu on the same week.
Yeah.
So they will release those really powerful legends around that time anyway. So I think that's a great opportunity to have a celebration there. But at the same time, they could potentially block out February for like Valentine's Day. Huge batch.
The thing is, they would though now. I feel like that's, and then that like I feel like that's why they wouldn't put a global anniversary anymore. But like I don't, because they could literally have a global anniversary in February. They could have the JP anniversary, the French anniversary too. Like if they really wanted to like push things out. Question though. We're in February, so what does that mean? Out like global 6.5 anniversary, if it was to happen, would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in
they
August.
Can space it out. Yeah, they can space it out.
The JP 6.5 anniversary. JP's in May, right? The anniversary.
Yeah,
right?
So November, right?
So it'd be in November. So like, they could have a February celebration and May celebration of. I mean, like I don't know. Like you leave it into their hands, but at the same time, it's like.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Yeah, like February, May, August, November for like massive celebrations.
Massive celebrations. Yeah, and then obviously December is always going to have something ballistic, like, and it always has. So
yeah,
like,
New Year's. Yeah,
yeah. So it's always going to have something there. But it kind of ticked me off how like Global was like, Annie was an afterthought, and it shouldn't tick me off because for the last like 3 years, global anniversary has been an afterthought. But
yeah,
you know,
like since Lucy's anniversary,
we won't really get into it. But you know what I'm saying?
We've gone through it before.
We've gone through it plenty of times there. But like I just don't like honestly, like as long as the JP, when he says a big celebration, I hope he means a big celebration. You know,
right?
I don't know.
I had mentioned in my video that I think that, and this kind of like an example, like with the French anniversary, how it's just like non-existent right now.
Yep.
I feel like just the anniversary in general, like the Japan anniversary, I think that's just going to be treated as like just the game's anniversary in general.
It will.
I feel
be,
like
100%.
when the global anniversary, like around that week, I feel like it'll be like acknowledged. Like maybe like they'll just send us gems, but like we won't actually get like the anniversary banner and stuff like that. I feel like it's the Japan Annie is just going to be like the general game.
It'd be the One Piece
forward.
Treasure Cruise anniversary or something like that.
Right, because if you were to think about it, like if it was on the simultaneous thing and we did start New Year's, we would literally have to do New Year's, Annie, like global Annie, and then straight into JP Annie like a month and a half after. Yeah, I feel like that would be a lot, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think like I just kind of like was a little upset or a little annoyed that it's technically an aside for him in terms of like the global anniversary. Like you're already shafting global with this whole catch up period. So yeah. All right, let's get into the schedule then. All right. What was that night? Go for it again.
All right, I just have a little quick thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Like for the longest time, I kind of thought that was dumb that global had like 2 anniversaries. Like I don't know, like the French anniversary to me just doesn't make sense because you're celebrating like you have like French language to the game. Like that just sounds stupid to me, in my opinion. Like no other game that I've like seen or looked at has something like that as well. So I don't know, I just always thought it was kind of dumb personally.
Yeah, I mean I agree, but I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah. No,
I think it has to do with, I could be wrong, but I think France is the second most popular country with One Piece after Japan. I think that's why they put major emphasis on it. I could be completely wrong about that.
It's fair.
That would make a lot more sense. Like I'd see that being the case. I don't know. Like it's a very obtuse way of like going about it. Like the whole notion of the whole sync thing. But all right, let's get into the schedule.
All right.
So in August, we are finally getting the 11.0 update, or update 11.
Let's go.
We don't know, Flame. You can't say let's go. We could get fucked on that though. That's my concern.
Let's go.
No, to take it back.
11 point.
Okay. What is best case scenario?
Best case scenario, we get all of 10.3 and all of 11.0. But 11.0, we get the Queen fix and Queen and King fix already in. Oh, not even a fix. It should just be fucking working from the start. That's mine.
That just skip 10.3.
Bro, imagine. No, I think the ideal scenario would be 11.0 and 10.3 combined together. So we get alliances in August, which kind of makes sense because it's like a setup for for September. But we also get 10.3, so we get all like the like all the extra stuff as well.
Yep, I agree.
I don't think there's anything else there. Like we could, I mean, unless they wanted to release some other cool stuff in the updates, then sure. But yeah, all right. And then I should have
really just boggles my mind how they've delayed 10.3 for so long, but they put in the metal shop almost simultaneously.
Yeah. You're so right. You're actually so right. Like that made Global getting the metal shop this early made no sense.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even think of it like that, but you're 100% correct. Like, what was the point of like they would have had to go into the code for 10.3, grab the metal shop update itself, and then implement just that. Whereas they could have just implemented the whole 10.3 at the exact same time they implemented it into JP. I feel like they just make so much more work for themselves doing that. Like, it never made any sense to me. You're 100% correct.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they didn't say this is the reason, but I'm sure this is probably why. And I hate when they use this reason because they've done it multiple times, and each time it happens again, where they'll mention, oh, this isn't happening because we're planning this like a couple of months ahead, which I think is kind of stupid. Like when they did that for like our literal anniversary earlier in the year. And like, for example, like the Straw Hat Legend, like I don't really understand why they couldn't release that.
I think your theory of the Straw Hat Legend is correct. I feel like it was.
Yeah, dude. I feel like they really planned that to come out on global.
I feel like they planned it to come out on both games simultaneously, but then probably like Yoshi stepped in and was like, no, we're gonna sync the games up by the end of the year. So we're gonna we'll wait and give them the Legend. Even in November, like the Straw Hat Legend will be fucking mid. Anyway,
right. Yeah, by the time we reach November, we've already seen like another 3-4 months of Japan stuff. There's no reason to pull for him at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, who knows
on the update point? Too.
Yeah, go for
on the update point. I just hope that the update wasn't delayed because they're planning like the speed up, like 10.3 wise, because like I feel like that's stupid, because we were supposed to have 10.3.
We're meant to have it for literally this whole time. We're meant to be in 11.0 now.
When
right?
What match did it release with? Around the was it Vivi Rebecca?
Kaido versus Big
Kaido Big Mom 6.5 Annie. Yeah, I remember.
When was that? In like March, right?
Yeah.
I remember I had just come out of an exam or something like that, or like a test, and my phone was buzzing, and I was like, "Oh shit, Yoshi video on Twitter. Oh shit, Metal Shop. Oh shit, Kaido versus Big Mom." And I was like, "What the fuck, Metal Shop on global." Can't wait for this update. And it just never fucking happened, bro. Crazy.
Unbelievable.
All right. August as well, we're getting the Neo Clash Rush event. We're finally getting all the World Journey units back. And we're getting the release of the Fire Tank Pirates. All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Questioning. All right, so... Were you hype? Oh shit, the Fire Tank Pirates pulling up. Alright, we'll go from the easiest one. Alright, Fire Tank Pirates, is that a pull banner? Is this a skip banner? Like how do we feel about like
huge skip?
Hashtag 120%.
Yes,
120. 120%. World Journey banner though. How do we feel?
That's a skip.
I'm so upset because not only is that like banner just completely devalued just from knowing what's coming out, but those units should have been out. Like that Vivi and Rebecca, like the Rebecca's still really good, but like one of the big reasons why they were so like useful is because back then nobody had hunger. It was just like them and Luffy and Sanji.
Yeah.
And not to mention that banner is gonna have all of them. So it's gonna be way harder to pull them too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what do you guys think what do you think would be like? Okay, well, what do you think is best case scenario for the World Journey banner, and what do you think is the realistic or the actual scenario for the World Journey banner?
I'm gonna be straight up. Like they should literally have all those, like all the new ones guaranteed, like within like the first 10 to 15
It should
steps.
just be every step one of them should be guaranteed or whatever.
Honestly,
from oldest to newest.
It should be guaranteed World Journey every multi 30 gems.
Yeah, that would be like the best. Like that'd be the best way to get people to pull in August. Because I think at this point here, man, August just looks like a free month to do literally no pulls.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Because it's right. All right, question. I don't know. Probably if Night you remember. I'm assuming that with the World Journey Sugo, they might release those like World Journey like Pirate Rumble Scroll Flag like events. Did these units dupe those drops, or were they just boosted on the events?
They duped, I believe.
What kind of flags drop though?
It's a must pull now.
Oh, it's a must pull. Fuck, man. God damn it. I don't know. No. Like, I don't think it's. I personally still don't think it's like worth at all. But I mean, hey.
Not to mention, you have no idea when they're coming back either.
Exactly. Yep. I'll probably do a handful, but not too many. Like maybe like 2 or 3.
Since I didn't pull this month, it depends on the Sugo structure. If it is like what you mentioned, Todd, like World Journey guaranteed every multi, and then like even if it isn't 30 gems a multi, I might do a handful as well.
I might do a step where it's like every poster is a World Journey unit.
That'd be fucked. That'd be cooked. But
imagine multi 3. Every poster is World Journey.
I would. Everyone should do 3 multis on the banner then, just for like that safety net reason, you know.
Imagine every World Journey unit you get is that Luffy. First.
Just tipping his hat at you.
Yo, speaking of that, I actually got confused on the Pirate Rumble banner that's out now. Because there's that step where it's like every like unit's guaranteed.
Oh yeah, they wrote all
I
in the
thought
red
it said
text.
the whole thing was a Pirate Rumble character. I was like, oh shit, I'm
gonna do it. They used, I don't know, they throw those colored words around because that all is used always in the all red multi as well. So I had to double take that as well. So
yeah, no, it's trash. Well, I'll probably do a couple pulls for Shiryu when that comes out.
Yeah, that's facts. But where is he in this schedule?
He should be
the next
August.
banner now, yeah.
Is this current banner ends like August 3rd or 4th or something?
Yeah, so he'll be up next. All right, and then also, sorry, I didn't realize. Also in August, Bonnie, the daily manual quest, which means the manual island is. That means manual's gonna be removed from now on.
So that'll be in the update.
Yeah, that'll 100% be in the update. And then also, instead of the special rare recruit event, players will get chances to recruit a lot of Sugafest exclusive characters and to obtain valuable rewards in Chopper Man missions continuing until the end of the year. Alright, let's break this down from top to the bottom. Oh, sorry, fuck that. Daily manual quest, just do it every day. Like, it's actually pretty good. Like, you get 5 drops. Like, it's pretty good. Just make sure you farm it every day.
Wait, is it literally available every single day from now on, or is it only during the event period?
I think it's every day.
Every day.
Yeah, it's every day. I think the color rotates every day too, or something like that. So
yeah,
I think it's the same as the clashes. Like it's the same as the clash updates every day. I think it works the same way. I think it's 5 drops and it's easily with double buggy, so you can get 7 drops total.
That's
per
pretty
run.
good actually. That's
and you can get the silver. I think it's silver, gold, and then legend. The way that the new books are structured.
Wishful thinking. Do you get a gem every day?
No, absolutely
of course not.
That's logical. Are you kidding me? I think the first run you do, but after that, no.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's fair.
Bonnie, are we pulling?
No. Well, maybe.
No, you have to pull now, you piece of shit. You pulled on the more inferior int banner.
Yeah, I'll do like 4 or 5.
I'll do 4.
Yeah, sure.
I'll do 14.
No, because I know that the big boys are coming, so I gotta wait.
What do you mean? You just try to get her unfeatured on the big boy banner.
True.
Shit, hold on. I mean, Rai's pulling, no question. You don't even have to ask if that jabroni's pulling.
Yeah.
If there's a Sugo in the tavern, he's already pulled on it. He's already he has no clean tavern there. All right, now the interesting part here. So it has been confirmed that we're no longer going to get the gems spent rewards, which I believe is what they have titled the special rare recruit event, and instead we're getting a lot. Wait, is recruit spelt wrong there?
Yes.
It is spelled wrong. Okay, hold on, bro. My eyes hawking right now.
The same. The Vasco shit translator did it.
There you go. There's 2 jokes there. And if you're listening to this point, timestamp both of them. You jabronis have to go back and watch it again. So a lot of Sugafest exclusive characters and obtain valuable rewards. All right. First of all, how do you guys feel about no gems spent event anymore?
Haha.
I mean, honestly, I only cared for the gem spin event to know how
much you spent. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the rewards were really
mediocre,
in my opinion.
I mean, not for you.
Maybe the Rumble flag or Scrolls or whatever.
See, if
they can replace that, then it's whatever.
So, my question is then, when they say a lot of reds, how many is enough? To say, okay, this is fair for you guys.
Well, you know what? I don't really care about how many reds. It's more about what type of reds I'm getting.
That's true.
Right. That's the real question.
And something I think that's kind of cool, I guess, is since this is, I'm assuming, going to be something that everybody could get.
Yeah.
I think it's low key in a way kind of better because 100%. There would have been a lot of people that wouldn't have been able to get however many reds we're going to get because they just didn't spend that amount of gems.
My concern is that when they say a lot of reds, it's 3.
Well, yeah, right. And then Todd said, is it just going to be just a race shop red?
It depends, because like for the people that don't spend a lot, they're probably going to get a lot of rewards out of it.
Yeah.
But the veteran players kind of
that's what I was gonna say. Like poor Rai over there's like paid the salaries of Yoshi like 6 times over just yesterday. So like you know, like for people like him or like you know like us for example, like if it does this like it doesn't fucking matter. Like if it's like 10 reds but it's all regular reds, all right, I might get lucky and get a new legend. That's cool, right? But if Bonnie's releasing in August, so are Fire Tank Pirates, odds are they're not going to be in those reds. Second of all, like what Todd said, what other reds going to be? Are they going to be 12-month reds? Are they going to be 2-year reds? Are they going to be Kisner exclusive tickets? Are they going to be like exclusive tickets or like just in general? Like what kind of reds are they? Third most, what are the rewards? Are they limit break materials? Are they actually decent quantities of this stuff? Are they compensating like Ryan mentioned, like the Pirate Rumble scrolls? And it's continuing to the end of the year. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's vague.
That's a lot. If it's to the end of the year, like that's a long time. Like from August to the end of the like till December, quote unquote, if that's what they're assuming the end of the year is.
Yep.
Like, are they gonna give a red away every like week? Are they gonna give like rewards away every? Is it gonna be like logins? Is it gonna be like Chopman missions, but like based upon how many clears you do, you get rewards. Oh, by the way, we didn't mention it. Makino is available on Chopman missions, so make sure you do your runs there. I want a refund on my Shanks crew pools now, since she's freaking free, man. But I don't know. Like it has its positives and negatives here, but I'm just very concerned as to what they deem as a lot of reds and what the quality of those reds will actually be.
Right. Because like for me, like right now I'm only missing a Nil and Magellan, and I would guarantee probably that a Nil is probably not going to be available. Yeah. So I would only have the chance of getting Magellan if he is available on the ticket.
Yeah. Like that's like I hope
it was at least equal to the event on JP, right? Surely they would not replace the event from JP with something worse, right?
right?
Surely not, right?
You guys are gonna get Endeavor who heals.
Oh no, not Endeavor. I need to edit that video still, actually. I still need to get that shit edited. Anyway, like, so hopefully that means it's like 20 reds. Because if you think about it, there's 5 months until the end of the year, which means 20 weeks, which means 1 red a week. There's some quick maths for you. Pop that one in your bud. Man, we out here. So I don't know. Hopefully it's like 20 or so reds. That's too much, actually. They're not going to do fucking 20 reds. I hope it's like 10 reds, 5 of them are actually good tickets, and like a bunch of scrolls. That's what I want.
I wish... It's probably going to sound bad, but I wish they would like have like the base rewards that everyone can get, but still somehow factor in how many gems you spent.
Yeah, no, I don't think that sounds bad. I think it's fair. But I guarantee you the reason why they're not doing this is the obvious reason. Gem Valley probably fucked up all their data. Like
that's so stupid.
Yeah, like I guarantee
even if Gem Valley did screw up some sort of data, I don't think it would have been that bad.
Like if they
people wouldn't have spent like 10,000 gems.
Some people fucking probably would have. But also though, like if they can roll back, I mean they didn't really roll back, but they had enough data to like alter accounts and stuff. Surely they could look at like 2 different timestamps and look at someone's gem count a week before Gem Valley, and then just minus and then just have that amount, then add like X amount of gems, and that was their amount, and then just continue that number on from Gem Valley. But I honestly think that like the way that their data is probably structured is that Gem Valley probably made it so every account now has like 50,000 gems spent on it or whatever. So like probably that's the reason why they're not going to be doing it anymore.
Too much effort. Must feed Yoshi-san grapes.
I mean, it's just kind of lame that they're going to replace an event that's supposedly is for the veteran players. For I guess everyone can everyone can access.
Yeah. What are your opinions on if they gated some of the rewards behind pirate level?
That's trash. Pirate level means nothing.
What
that's ass.
What are your opinions on if they gated some of the rewards behind login days?
Yeah,
that's better than pirate level.
Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna because I totally agree, but I don't think they're gonna care about the gem number anymore. But I think that there are only two other metrics you can kind of determine. Or three metrics in theory, I suppose. One would be pirate level, but like you mentioned, pirate level is piss easy to acquire these days. Secondly would be login, how many days you've logged in. So at least the like my account would be fucked because my account's like hella young. But like, at least your account, Rai, or like Todd, Flame, anyone's accounts that are like way deep in the login days would benefit heavily. And then third of all would be like how many clears you've done as well, because I've done that in the past. But then again, that's what kind of forced Gem Valley potentially too. So or like at least that was a mediator to that. So they're the only three metrics I could kind of determine them adding in like that extra buffer of like, hey, here's the baseline of rewards, but there's also extra rewards that can only be acquired if you have logged in for X amount of days.
You ready for the the Gem Valley equivalent of this, where we just get infinite reds?
Infinite tickets? It's over. if that happens, Yoshi's shutting down global. Like genuinely, like if that happens again, Yoshi will shut down global.
The man just like fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah,
bro, I'm done.
Just deletes everyone's account.
He might fuck about and do that. I'm not holding anything, but he might do that.
I mean, I think that would be fine. Like I forgot what the event was called, but the event that caused Gem Valley, like the clears, the days logged in, and percentage of I think your character log that you. Yeah, like I think those are fine, like statuses of veteran.
Yeah, I do. I think the character log is actually like a really interesting like metric to go by as well. Because like not only is it about like, I guess because then that also does factor in how much you pull as well in a sense, I suppose.
Yeah, but then again, you could spend a shitload of gems and get super unlucky. So.
Correct. Also that too. But I guess the more important part would be like for those that have like farmed or have been playing a long time.
I'd say farming based off like some of the free to play characters.
Yeah, I think a lot because
story characters, all of those.
Yeah, I think a lot of the character log. Yeah. Story, because like I don't farm the story things, but I think a lot of people that like have gone out of their way to get all the characters in the log in terms of like farming the story mode characters and such too, would benefit greatly from like it being a metric that. But I think that there's a lot of ways they could do it. I just hope that they do actually reward those that have either been playing a long time or have actually spent like an adequate or like a large sum of money in the game.
Yeah.
All right, let's move forward to September. September's the big month. Ichiban Kuji collab, the Super Sugo Fest with Luffy, Law, and Kid, special Chop Man missions, which is just oddly thrown in there, but I mean maybe if Knight knows anything, like from what happened on JP. Pirate Alliance, Kizuna Clash, Ace and Sabo, so like the Ace and Sabo Kizuna exclusive, and then Whitebeard and Shanks. Oddly enough, no mention of Marco, which is kind of weird, but
yeah, I don't know why Marco.
I'm assuming he's tacked on there, but I don't get why they didn't mention him.
Did they mention King and Queen in later on?
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
King and Queen are mentioned in October.
That's weird.
They didn't mention Marco though, which again makes zero sense to me. But I'm assuming it's an oversight, and he's going to be in September.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah. All right.
He's coming early.
Yeah, he's actually coming tomorrow. So get ready. All right. Ichiban Kuji collab.
Yep.
If Nami's on the second,
if Nami's on the second, you do too. If she's not, you don't touch the Sugo Fest at all. I think that's like that's just said and done. All right, social Chop Man missions. No idea what they are, but cool, I suppose. Luffy Law Kid. This is the big one. This is the milestone Sugo. This is the one that people should be skipping the current Sugo that's out right now and waiting to pull.
Bro, fuck that Sugo, bro. That last tap bullshit.
Don't get flame start.
We've had plenty of discussions.
Don't get flame start on last tap. Hell nah, man.
I want all of them, dude. I want all 3 of them.
This is a great image, Todd. Thank you. If you had to prioritize one of them, who are you prioritizing?
Of those 3, or just all the banners?
Of those 3, from just that alone.
I think it really comes down to the other legends you're missing on each part as well. Because honestly, I think all 3 are like pretty much the same level.
Yep.
So I guess it just comes down to what else you're missing. But if I remember correctly, I think Kids banner was the best.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that they're bad, but like, I feel like I don't even hear people talk about those characters anymore.
They're just like there, I suppose. Like, they're just really strong.
I don't know what the meta is on Japan right now, honestly. Because like a lot of the
the meta is phase 5. Let's go! I start the revolution.
Yeah, but on the low, I think I'm still going for Luffy because I didn't get Magellan.
If I had to pick one of the 3, like, and only do pulls on for one of them, I'd probably say Luffy, and then second is Law, and third is Kid for me. That'd be like my order of my priority.
I'm not pulling for Luffy though if his last tap's broken for like 2 months, like it was on JP.
I swear to God, if their last tap is broken when they get released, global we're gonna fucking review bomb the fuck out of this game. It's done for this game. I swear to God, I'm starting the revolution. Like, it's over. Like
revolution.
You think that
it was Luffy's last tap, and what was it? Law, like Pyro Rumble or something?
Luffy's last tap didn't work. Law's Pyro Rumble didn't work too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she was trash.
What about you, Rai? I mean, obviously you're gonna go for all 3 because you're a jabroni. But what would you prioritize yourself if you had to only pull for one of them?
If I just pull one, then it's Luffy.
Also, are you on a more personable note, are you pulling for all their last taps too? Like, that's a big question. Are you wailing out that much?
I'm not sure. Depends how I'll feel.
That's fucked. The fact you didn't say no straight away is so fucking concerning. Like, the fact you're like, I'll think about it is scary. Is so fucking scary. But I mean, hey, bro.
In the heat of the moment, he's gonna do it.
Knight's not breaded up. He's getting breaded up though. Man's getting tips out the what. Rai's breaded up though. That's facts. I mean, I hope so. Man's Rai's actually just in debt, like $300 million or some shit to that.
We start jumping into that new meta of boosting 1 color and 2 class captains.
Yeah, we do
like,
though.
All of them that they've done so far have been like amazing.
Correct.
Right.
So I feel like any one of these units you pull for, like, that's just gonna set you up so well. Because like you got this last tap stuff, and you had the treasure map Sanji.
Yep.
Which we'll talk about later, and also the king and queen.
Yep.
Who are similar. So
I think I agree with you, Todd, in the sense of like this, I think any one of these 3 characters is fantastic. Again, like last tap's an issue, but like we've fucking nailed that. We've like hammered that nail like really deep. But I think I agree. Sorry, Todd. Like, it's really gonna heavily depend on what the banners are like, what the steps are like, and then most importantly, what the fuck is boosted.
Yep.
Like,
exactly.
For me personally, I would much rather pull on a part where I'm missing like 6 legends than pulling on like just like Luffy's part himself.
You know what else they should hopefully fix for Global's banner? How they fucking made like each of the individual parts have one of the rare recruits boosted for it.
No, don't do that.
They need to fix that.
Don't
that
do
was
that.
Bad.
Don't fucking do that.
Like part 1 had all of them.
Rare recruits already hard enough to pull like themselves, let alone doing that. That's actually moronic.
Yeah, that needs to change.
I don't know. This is gonna be hard, but again, I think this is still like a coveted. Like, this is where you're gonna pull next. Because it's a super, mind you, again, Super Sugo, Roger, and Odin will be coming back in September then. At least, like, we assume they'll be available. But again, who the fuck knows? They might just say, you know what? No. like Roger and Odo are not available during the Super Sugo
You know what?
phase.
I just kind of like realized it now. Is like there's no int super legend, and there's no int legend that boosts like 2 classes and int itself yet.
What does Marco do? Does Marco not do
Marco
that?
boosts Powerhouse and I think he boosts Powerhouse and something.
Marco doesn't boost int?
Oh no, I think he's just int.
That's fucked.
And he specials color affinity. He specials color affinity to Powerhouse and Cerebral.
You're right, I think. You're right. I think that does ring a bell in my head. Does Whitebeard count from the Whitebeard and Shanks versus?
Oh no, yeah. So he's an int captain and his color affinity of Psi int and Powerhouse. Yeah. So yeah, he's not one of those units that does like 2 classes and a color.
Oh, Whitebeard and Shanks is 2 colors in a class.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still really good.
That's still really good.
Yeah.
Because Whitebeard is strikers, sight in, and then Shanks is slashers and sight in.
Oh, I really don't care about that.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, then next point. We'll get to them. Sorry. Pirate Alliance, Sabo. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, that unit's so good.
Pull for Toki.
No, see, I don't think so because I feel like Pirate Alliance Kizuna is going to be fun because it's going to be a team Kizuna again.
Get the squad.
Yeah, get the goons back. Hashtag Bandai Spies. I don't know if we're going to call ourselves that actually, but we'll see how we go. We're going to call ourselves the fucking Goobers. That's what we're going to do. But like, I think that because I think what Knight really harped on when these guys first came out was like, this is the only unit in that Pirate Alliance Kizuna that boosts the drops of Super Boss tokens. So if you really want to compete, or if you really want to get good rewards, or whatever it is, like you're gonna need this unit. I feel like to really push in the Pirate Alliance Kizuna. Plus, they're a really strong unit at that too.
I agree, but I would also argue the point of the Toki banner, in which not only are the 3 Kizuna limited legends, excluding Sanji Pudding, on there, but also King is on there, and there's one other character that's on there too that's really good, and that's a 10 legend banner. So I think that banner overall is better.
Let me find that banner real quick for you. Yeah. Toki, Sabo, Fighting Pirates, King, Zoro, V3 Zoro that is, Kuromasaki, Hawkins, Kid, Sabo, and Carrot.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right, so like outside of Pirate Alliance, of course, like just Kizuna, like a Kizuna banner, I think that's definitely the one to pull for. If you're gonna pull on a Kizuna banner.
I don't know. For me personally, I think like I might go for both. Both like I might go for I think I'll skip Toki, but I'm definitely gonna pull an Sabo.
Yeah, if I could only pull for like either Sabo or Toki, I would prefer to pull Sabo.
Right.
I just think like
Toki's hella good though.
I just think like honestly, also a missed opportunity was making the Straw Hat crew unit a dual unit and had given them super swap. But
right,
that's just me.
Also another thing to keep in mind that Sabo banner came out like 5 days after the trio.
That's like again,
you gotta remember that too.
Yeah, again, like that's why like I'm very like I might pull on Sabo first and then go back and pull on Luffy Law Kid. I don't know.
Okay, that's
like because like Luffy Law Kid in theory should be around for like a month, right? Because it's a Super Sugo. I think it's around for like bear time. So like if that's the case,
we'll see with the schedule, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not gonna even ask Rai. He's gonna be pulling on it. He's a jabroni. I don't know. I was like, Rai, what are you gonna do? And I was like, wait a minute, it's Rai. He's gonna pull on it. Rai's like, I'm gonna skip this one. I'm not feeling it. You know, after getting level 5 last up on all the units, you know, like I gotta hold off a little bit. And then Whitebeard and Shanks, and then also assuming Marco. I'm just going to assume Marco, but again, we don't know. How do you guys feel about Whitebeard and Shanks as well? Are you guys going to pull, skip? Do you think that Whitebeard and Shanks is more valuable to pull on than Luffy Law Kid? Like, where do you guys sit in this realm?
Just skip. Just don't pull on the Whitebeard Shanks.
Yeah. It does seem that character is a bit better than like we assumed when we spoke about
I'll admit to that 100%.
But other than if Nami's not on the banner for Ichiban Kuji, that's definitely the last banner you should be pulling on in September if you're gonna pull.
Yeah. What was it? They were on because they were on the Scopper banner as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like it's another situation, and that's a 10 legend banner, and that has Enel on it too.
And they should be on the. I would expect they'd be on the Sanji treasure map banner.
I think they were. What was that? Sorry, repeat.
They are.
They are.
Yeah,
all right,
well, just pull for Sanji then.
Yeah,
like,
fuck
why,
that. I'd rather dump like my 5 or 10 multis on the Sanji banner and get the potential for 2 of them, plus getting like that, than opposed to just getting them. But all right, moving forward, I think that's all the things for September.
Yep.
September, October. We're getting the Sanji banner, and we're getting King and Queen. All right,
Yeah.
how do we feel about this month?
I think Sanji's not a terrible option. If you're one of those players that pulls on treasure maps anyways, like this is going to be a great banner to pull on.
I think that Sanji is cool. I think that the only reason I'll be pulling on the banner is because it's a TM banner. Yeah. I'll do my usual like 4 or 5, probably 5 multis, assuming it's going to be the same structure as like the like discount, regular, 1 gem, and then 5th multi's regular, but it's like a legend guaranteed. I'll do 5 probably on this banner, but I think King and Queen for me is a skip. I think that they're 2 really good legends, but I dislike the fact that you kind of need both of them to really like harness how strong they are overall. But I don't know. Like, what do you guys feel with in terms of like these 2 banners?
I think Sanji's cool. Definitely not a unit you need, but
yeah,
like if you've already got like Roger, for example, like he's probably not a unit you
this
need.
Is so sad for every silage that comes out.
Yeah, because it's like, oh man, he ain't Roger.
He's not Roger.
I think a good point to make is that these 2 banners are getting a little too close to the simultaneous releases, so you should probably not pull on it.
That's a really good point. Plus, like you mentioned, King is available on the Toki banner.
Right, and if you somehow have gems after September.
Yeah, if you somehow have, I mean, unless you're Rai's gonna give me gems. Don't worry, guys. He's gonna pay for all my pulls.
Wait, what?
This is what you signed. This was part of the This was part of the fine print when you signed the contract to be on today's episode.
Oh,
and
look at the time. I gotta go.
and by contract, I mean I messaged Rai 2 days ago and said, "Hey, we're recording. Do you want to be a part of it?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, cool." All right, yeah. October. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Like this. Like, so here's my like. Obviously, we'll get. We'll finish before we get into my opinions on the banner. Yeah. What do you? Is anything else on October that you guys like about these banners or whatever it is? Anything else to say there, really?
Well, one thing that you didn't mention. I mean, it's not a banner, but we're getting custard.
Let's go! Finally.
Yeah, custard should be arriving.
2 years late. She's here.
You guys can stop crying.
Finally, bro.
Your tears.
I'm gonna use custard on every team. I'm gonna make content, but it's just custard.
Actually, you know what else is like another question that I kind of have is like, when is Japan getting Kung Fu Luffy?
When he's gonna be the Synchronization Sugo Fest exclusive unit.
Give him a 6+, please.
No, don't do that.
Actually, wait.
You're gonna give him the best 6+.
I remember. I don't know if it was weird, right? Because I was like looking through some stuff because I know a lot of people asked about French anniversary. So
yeah,
I was like looking through some messages that were in the Bandai Discord, going through talking with Nick. And like last year, people were asking about French anniversary stuff. So 2020, and like I remember, like I think someone said to him, to Nick, they're like, oh. People really want to see if for French anniversary Kung Fu Luffy get a 6+, and then Nick replies with "lol no," and yeah, nothing has happened since then.
That's
Kung Fu Luffy left in the dust.
Gonski.
Unfortunate.
And then finally, In November, we're gonna get Toki, and they're also calling it a Pirate Alliance Sugo Fest now. So it's not so Kizuna is no longer a game mode. It's Pirate Alliance mode, you jabronis. And a special Sugo Fest featuring the Straw Hat Pirates. That's probably a double skip for me as well.
In November, you probably just don't pull at all.
You shouldn't pull. Especially because Flame's going to go back in his word right here. But especially because the synchronization's so close.
True.
You shouldn't
actually,
pull.
you know what as well? Is like Japan, honestly, by the time this video goes out, or... No, maybe not by the time this video goes out, but sometime next week, Japan should be getting a new Sugo Fest batch for the end of the month.
See, this is where everything kind of falls in place. What the fuck is going to happen on Japan?
Right.
Like, I mean, hold on. Let's finish the schedule first. Let's finish it because that's the big conversation. I feel like, but I think so. My issue with the schedule is, whilst I like, first of all, let's be positive here. Transparency, fantastic. I like the fact that we've been told we're going to be caught up. I like the fact that for the most part, we know what's coming so we can prepare in that kind of sense. I don't like how, I don't know if this is the right word. Not ambiguous actually isn't the right word. Vague, sorry. How vague they are with the months though. Like, for example, like August and September, they're in on it. But like October, November, like, I don't know.
It's like
two Sugos.
Two Sugos. That's all that's coming out. No content. Like, we don't know. Like, for example, with the catch-up months, what's going to happen with Treasure Map? Are we going to get double TMs? Are we going to get the double Pirate Festival? Are we going to get like 2 arenas or 2 raids at the same time? Like,
there's like multiple different ways they could potentially do it.
This is stuff that I wanted to know about though. Like, that's the information that really
you know what the best way to do it is? The best way to do it is just to do this current schedule they're doing right now, and then when December arrives, everything that we haven't got yet, they dump it in 1 month.
That's fucked. You're fucked. You're
huge, dude.
That's such a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I'm gonna download the mod APK real quick, get the content done, and dust. No, I don't know, but like
it makes no sense. You got like they have time now, double up events now, not just pile everything on in December.
They might as well start early and double up the content. Like,
you would think so.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you would think so, but like at the same time, it won't. Like. It's just
I have a different opinion, to be honest. Like, this is kind of jumping into the next convo, but anyway, so I was reading like a lot of people's thoughts on Reddit, and this is how like most players assumed it's going to work, and I personally disagree because I think it's kind of stupid. So they would assume like, because the missing content is going to be like from next month till, I would assume, November, right? Because we should hypothetically be caught up in December.
Yeah.
So most players or Reddit people assume that starting next month is when we would get, the next month of JP's content, which I think is stupid because, like, if you think about it, for example, next month on Global, we should be getting Capone Crew and Bonnie and, whatever else.
Yeah.
If we were to get August's JP Legend, obviously that character is going to be way better than Capone Crew and Bonnie.
Yeah.
And then for an even further example, on JP in September, they always have a crazy September Sugo as well.
Yeah.
So that would kind of overshadow our crazy September Sugo.
Correct.
So what I think they're going to do is, I feel like they're going to do the schedule that they put in the video, catch up, around New Year's, and then from January through April is going to be the double months.
Yeah, I agree.
And then by anniversary in May, we should be caught up.
Yep.
That's
what I was about to say that as well. I think that's like the only plausible way that kind of would make sense with what they said in the video, as well as actually doing what they said in the video. With actually catching us up, as well as being on the same release schedule.
Yeah.
Starting from December.
I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
But then again, it's still that'll still have inherent flaws as well. Is like, how do you release the batches?
That's where I'm coming.
I agree.
That's the hard thing to figure out.
Like, would there be 2 separate Sugo Fests?
I was about to say, like,
would that batch just get included on, the generic banner?
Honestly, like, if they do what they did with the Magellan, Moria, and Blackbeard, I feel like
I hope they do that, to be honest.
I feel like
that's a little bit easier though. It's a bit easier though because Magellan's by himself.
Yeah, but I feel like they could get away with it though, if they did like from let's say like hypothetically, a new unit gets released, they could have the current month's unit and then the catch up month's unit at the same time. But again, that's more Sugos.
What if they do it from this point until until we catch up on global for Japan? So between like now and November or December-ish, they just release batches with like 1 or 2 legends and only like 1 rare recruit or something, so that like it's easier to tack on to other banners.
That could work. I mean, like, if they just release single legends or they just release no legend for a month, that'd be kind of
like
fucked,
1 legend and 1 rare recruit, or 2 legends and 1 rare recruit. Like, that could still kind of be tacked onto other banners a lot easier.
I'm gonna kick it to you. I feel like they're gonna dump everything in December. I genuinely feel like they're gonna do that.
Wait, on Todd's point, are you referring to like, for example,
JP
like 1
releasing.
JP August legend and 1 rare recruit?
So then hypothetically, we'd only have to pull for 1 legend and 1
So it'd be
recruit.
like whatever. So like we'd be on the same timeline of release starting December. So let's say there's like a new batch in December that we get on both global and Japan, and then there's like the August stuff, which would be like 1 additional legend and like 1 additional rare recruit on top of that.
And that'd be like
I had it flipped. I thought you meant like that would come out like next month, but just
no.
I was gonna be like, nah.
I don't know. I feel like what's going to occur is that we're going to get dumped on in December, and they're going to have that like a big Sugo in December where literally everything that was previously available on JP is going to be available.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie. Like banner wise, like if it's like the crazy like New Year's celebration banner, but with all the characters, that would be cool. But event like content wise, that's going to be AIDS.
It's going to be a mess.
What? Honestly, fuck the content. Just give us all this shit for free, and then like don't make us farm it. Like in reality, like whilst that
I'm trying to remember, how did they catch Korea up to global?
They just
wasn't it behind a couple of months as well?
They were doubling up treasure maps, and they were just doubling up content like for a long time. For at least there was like a period of time where like I remember Korea was like treasure map, like they had 2 treasure maps a month for like a couple months. I feel like. And then eventually they were on the same length. At least because that was the hardest part, was doubling up on like getting them caught up on treasure maps. Which again we're gonna be 4 months behind on treasure map units too. So like I feel like a potential way to mitigate having to like especially like mitigate a lot of the free to play stuff is just in December, like dropping like all the stuff for free, or dropping it all like in very easy, or like chopper man missions or something like that. So there's at least like a way to acquire everything with not having to farm like 13 different arena units. Because then the issue there is there's stamina management, there's gems that people won't be acquiring, there's limit break materials people won't be getting. Like there's a plethora of rewards and like just resources in general that units will not be players will not be getting when it comes to like that end point in November. Like the most interesting part of this year will be when we roll over into December, what gets announced and what gets decided as like what's going to be happening. Because right now we can speculate, but we have no fucking idea.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Or something that could also happen is that they just push back this December thing to next year, right? Because they say Yoshi said by the end of December, but that schedule can always change, right?
Correct. They did also like put down in every photo like an asterisk, like events and schedules might, they could change and shit like that too. So like I mean, I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't, just for the pure sense of like not backtracking anymore. Because I think that's what they've done with Global for the whole year, essentially, since January, or since after Roger and such. It was like this whole idea of like, all right, we're going to release content, or we can't do anniversary because we're playing something else, or we can't do this event because we're doing something else, or we can't, like, like our whole, like, the first, like, 4 months of the year were thrown in the bin because they were trying to merge with Korea. At least as far as we know, that's how it was going down. Mm-hmm. So I really hope that when Yoshi says end of December, he means end of December they're going to be on the same schedule. it's just such an important factor now that like there's so like that was my issue from the very beginning of the whole video was like people are looking on like the big picture like, oh, there's just like there's like legends that will be caught up, but it's not just the legends though. It's the rare recruits, it's the arenas, it's the raids, it's the fucking treasure maps, it's the Kizunas,
But as well, now that they have like fully established that this is happening, I feel like they're probably going to plan content so that it would be easier to implement for global. At least you would think they would do that.
What if, hypothetically, like they're not going to do this, but like what if like the content that's meant to come out in August on Japan comes out on global as well, but it's been like tweaked so that it doesn't require the latest batch, for example.
The fact that they would need to tweak it means it wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't have. That's what I said. It's impossible. But I still feel like that could be a strategy that they could implement, because at least like the only thing would be missing is the legends and then the rare recruits. And if they do take Todd's approach of like one legend, one rare recruit, or two legends, one rare recruit, in theory, like you would assume that at maximum they're going to release 2 to 3 legends a month for 4 months. That's 12 legends in total. Whilst that's an obscene number of legends, what if they had the December Sugo Fest be like 3 or 4 parts, and then every 5 or 10 steps, for example, on global, or just in general, maybe they would guarantee you one of the legends they release in the last like 4 months or so, and they could have that on both banners on both games as well.
Imagine they just dropped an update and like it was just like the newest JP update, and like just the characters were already out. They just didn't debut them.
They just exist. I mean, they could do that too, though. Like in reality, like that could be a possibility as well.
From this point onwards, you can pull these characters.
Yeah, like
what?
I mean, it'd be kind of fucked up, but at the same time, they could do that. Like,
and then like they don't give us the treasure maps. You have to use the tickets to buy them.
No, so that's fucked. That's what I'm scared of.
And then Kizuna, you got to use insignia to get them.
Bro, fuck that. No, hell nah, bro. I just think like just give like those units for free, or just like if you mean doubling up content, like bro, I'm just so nervous that December is gonna be like a slaughterhouse of like 7 arenas out at the same time or something like that, you know? Like I'm very that's my biggest concern right now, is that if that's the case, they better have a strategy in place to compensate players for stamina and for gems used in that sense. Like, because that my biggest issue is like the resources are going to be so limited for global players in terms of like keeping up in that sense.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned in my video, like whether you're free to. Wait, what happened?
I was gonna say, if only we had 4 months to stock up on meats.
Yeah, right.
Oh, imagine like that's impossible. They would never allow us to do that. No way. What were we saying?
Anyway, I was saying that's why I said in my video, like regardless of like whether you're free to play like a mild spender or like a whale or anything like that, like I personally think like people should just literally just save till December, because like we don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, they did mention something along the lines of like they wanted to have a collaborative like thing as soon as we like get to that point where we're synced up. They said that like they're gonna host some event or something. Yeah, I think that's what they said.
So like all right, well then I think that if you're a free to play user, like right now, you should not spend. You should just literally sit and save every gem you get until December.
I would still suggest pulling on the Super Sugo to potentially get Roger Odin if you didn't get him, or any other big units you're missing, and then save from that point, I would say.
I would say, like, after September, you don't pull, period.
Well, I agree. Until here's December. The big next prediction. December Sugo, Yamato, Super Type, Super Sugo coming back.
Fuck.
That's what's happening.
If that's the case, like... bro, I don't know, man. Because if that's the case, people could have not spent on September and just gone and spent on that banner.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure the regardless of whether it's Yamato or not,
it's going to be a
New
Super
Year's
Sugo in
is a Super
December.
Sugo.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, New Year's is going to be one.
But if that's the case, though, in theory, we should be synced to Japan, so we should also get that Sugo. So does that mean?
That's why I said I was scared, because we should get that. We shouldn't start in January.
You're right.
Which
you're
I
not
would
wrong.
be upset about.
You're not wrong.
Yamato has last tap.
All right.
You're right. Yeah, right. Last tap too.
So in theory,
if you were to skip the September Sugo, that would mean that you'd have to pull for all of the new Super Sugos with all the last taps.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if we can like assume that December's a Super Sugo, I feel like there's a little potential that people that maybe aren't like on a whale or like a orca or dolphin status that like spend money on the game could potentially like hold out to December and look towards pulling on a Super Sugo banner that has all of these legends available on it as well. But again, that's a shot in the dark though. Like we can only assume so much.
You know how like we're wondering what those Chopman missions we're gonna be bringing with that big event? Like, what if we actually get last tap tablets from him?
Oh shit.
That'd be huge.
I would be shocked.
That would benefit the players, which will not happen.
Yeah. They make less money.
No.
They're not doing it.
They're not doing that. It's gonna be gold tickets, man. Oh, you don't want gold tickets?
4-star tickets.
It's gonna be 4-star. It's gonna be a 10.
They're gonna ruin the balance in the economy of the game,
bro. How the fuck are they gonna give out 10 4-star tickets for the Blackbeard shenanigans? Right? They could have just given us another free multi. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck's the point? Anyway.
I think something also important worth noting is like, hopefully by the time like our September Sugo comes out, like we have a bit more information regarding of like what's gonna happen. Because it is also possible, just because like the characters that are going to come out in JP obviously aren't out yet.
Yeah.
So maybe like they just can't let us know yet, because like they just don't know at this point.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind that we did get a tweet from Banda, or from at least from One Piece Treasure Crew's Twitter account, saying that we know some of you still have questions about watching the producer video. We shall answer the most common questions early next week on our social media channels, so please keep an eye out for those. So hopefully that tweet kind of leads us to a point where a lot of these questions, because I would assume, at least I hope, the most common questions are what's happening on Japan and what's going to happen in terms of the next 4 months of JP and how's it going to be scheduled on global. That's kind of what I would hopefully assume are like the most common questions. But again, like we don't know really.
Right.
Because I don't know.
And like worst case scenario, like if for example, like how I just mentioned, like if they just didn't know at this point, like I hope they at least just address it. Yeah. So like we kind of like at least like it's acknowledged,
if they came out and said, "Hey, we have no fucking idea," as well, I'd be like, "That kind of sucks." Okay. But at the same time, I'd be like, "Fair enough."
Yeah.
Because it is a hard thing to plan. Like I don't know how you like, because we've come up with like 6 different strategies just talking right now.
Right.
But I think I don't know, like I think the best method is what Flame and Todd, you guys mentioned. Like once we get to December, we double up content from January until April, and then from May onwards, which is the time of the JP anniversary, we're on the same path from then on. I think that, in theory, makes the most sense to me.
It could be kind of a bit of a struggle for a while, because it could be a point where they get to a free-to-play event and it's like, oh, if you have this treasure map unit from a month back, you'd have a lot of easier time to clear it, and like global might not have it.
Yeah.
That's
be
true.
Annoying as hell.
That happened with the last doubled up month, right? With the Gyukimara and stuff like that. Because we didn't have the TM Komurasaki.
What are you saying? The way that content is made on OPTC is flawed? What?
True.
Well, you're saying that the latest units are required for the content is a bad idea? Oh my god.
They would never.
They would never.
They would never do this, but I think something else kind of crazy or cool they could do is like they could just release a banner like in December or something like that has like all the new batches, all the new characters, and like literally like each step was like guaranteed like one of the batch units, and then like the legend steps would be like one of the new legends or something.
That's what I was kind of getting at. Like, imagine if they released the banner in December, where I was like, okay, assuming there's like 12 new legends that come out, hypothetically, like they would have a hierarchy of which legend. I mean, again, they probably wouldn't do this. Like, what if like every like 2 or 3 multis it was guaranteed one of these new legends or whatever?
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Like,
I'd be fine with
you know
that,
what I
to be
mean?
honest.
Like, you could and like and they could kind of structure so obviously like, the best legend in their eyes would be at the very very end of all the steps, right? But at least maybe like at least like that's a way for people that didn't pull on. Well, didn't obviously global players didn't get the opportunity to pull on those banners, can get the units, and then if they release it on both versions of the game, those on JP that might have missed units or were unlucky during those banners can have an opportunity to get them guaranteed as well. Yeah. So like maybe that's a way to kind of shoehorn in the rare recruits and the legends that we're going to be missing for the next like 4 or so months.
And the duration of that banner should also be around the same time as the quote unquote merge banner.
Yeah.
Because you can pull on the the new hype banner and then you can go back and pull on that. That would be nice.
Yeah. But again, I think you have to kind of go from a business perspective. Like, what do you think the best I don't know, like Rai, can you chime in here? Like, what would be like from a business or like from a developer or producer mindset, like what's the best kind of practice here that they're kind of looking towards? Because obviously at the end of the day, like their priority is generating revenue. Obviously like the player base matters, but at the end of the day, like the biggest concern is generating the most revenue possible. So like what's the move there?
OPTC Bandai's team is weird to me because some of the decisions they make don't like have generating the most revenue in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's weird. It's like, okay, we can say that this decision was backed by generating revenue, but then how are they going to accomplish that? I'd say by having each Sugo not like having global not knowing what Sugo's coming up next, right?
Yeah.
By having global and JP on the same schedule, you can drop a Sugo and people will most likely pull.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't really see like an immediate financial gain on Bandai's side.
No, that's correct.
It's just like
I agree.
I don't know. Like it stumps me how they're gonna approach the next 4 months on Japan. Because there's no there's people saying they're gonna I've read things like, oh, they're gonna not release anything on Japan. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no,
that's literally not gonna the game would just die. You know what I mean?
Even if that thought crossed your mind, you actually eat glue.
Like, there's no way they're oh yeah, we're gonna catch global up. By the way, JP players, fuck you. Like, JP generates a decent revenue in itself as well. Like I mean, it's not like up there with gacha games, but at least like in terms of treasure cruise or in terms of like that kind of this kind of player base size, JP at least makes money.
JP is the most, I think, as far as One Piece games go, it's the top grossing, right?
Yeah, most successful, 100%.
Yep,
without a doubt, JP is the most successful One Piece related game. Period. So
imagine Treasure Cruise being the most successful One Piece game.
You have to have like the asterisks and have like the Japanese version and like the small text at the bottom.
Global, I mean, I'm sure even Global is up there.
Global has been making more money recently as well.
I've noticed that. That's good.
In June, they made 900K on both versions when they used to average like 500,000 to 600,000. So like, I don't know if that's because there's like the Korean
released in June.
I think it's also because the Korean players are now playing on that version.
Yeah, Korea's added on to
it. I think that's because I don't know, because obviously the Korean version of the game was its own app, right? So I think now because they're the same app, it looks way better. Which again, fantastic. Like the more money Global makes, the better it is, right? but I don't know. Like it, bro. We could talk about this for fucking days. It's just such a hard thing to come up with a solution to the issue here, and I wish that like during the producer video, if they have a solution in mind, I would have wished they would have talked about it in the producer video. Because like, it's way too challenging to assume that JP is obviously going to maintain their same content at a clip at the same rate that it's been coming out, right? Mm-hmm. So what? Like, I don't understand, or I can't personally comprehend a way that Global keeps up with that without staying 4 months behind, unless they just double up. Once the synchronization happens, they double up, or they release the content early for Global but tweak it so it's fair for Global, or they just say fuck you, like good luck.
You know what, to be honest, like I don't get why they didn't just double up the content that like was scheduled in the producer video. Like I think that would have made like
I don't understand why they're like, oh, December, we're gonna catch up. Why don't we just keep doing double months now?
Let's break that down. July and August could have been combined together easily into 1 month. All that stuff could have come out in July. I feel like you could have released. I mean, it would have been a fuck ton of Sugo Fest, but like you could have in theory released like the World Journey banner. You could have released like at least the Fire Tank Pirates banner too, and then maybe in August you release the update. You release Bonnie. You could have even chucked in like, you could have maybe chucked in the Ichiban Kuji in August. You could have put in maybe the Whitebeard and Shanks and Marco banner, and maybe even the Ace and Sabo banner in September. You could release Germa Suit. You could release the 3 Super Sugo units, and then in maybe October you release King, Queen, Toki, and then Strawhat Pirates. Now you've gained a whole month of keep up.
See, the entire thing is that it's an issue that Bandai created for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
It's like, how are they going to solve it, right?
Yeah. Like I'm so intrigued.
In my opinion, I do like I like the idea of them when they doubled up TM, I think it was Queen and Komurasaki, right?
Yeah.
But the problem that they failed to do there was double the rewards. So it's basically just the 1 TM.
Yep.
But if they doubled that, like if they just doubled the rewards and kept doing that, that could have been a solution there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I totally agree. I think that's the easy, that's the obvious solution, but Bandai never chooses the obvious solution.
Never.
And I think that like it would make the most sense if like literally they doubled up all the content, but then at the same time that means they'd have to double up the amount of gems they give out in a month, and then that would fuck them over big time, I feel like.
But is it really? Because technically it's over 2 months. It's just combining it, right? So it would be the same amount over that 2 month period.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, you're right. I just like it's you're in a rock and a hard place right now.
Management wise, a lot of things Bandai does with OPTC just doesn't make sense to me.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they I don't know, like there has to be some sort of solution. Like there's no way Yoshi planned this whole thing to go to November but didn't have a solution or at least a method in mind to catch up global when the synchronization occurs. There's just no way.
I mean, if anything, I doubt it's just Yoshi. He's not the, he's the producer of the video game, but he was still hired for this position, right? So he still has to answer to other
There's someone else up there.
Another committee or so
whoever's up there, there has to be like some, like they have to have thought of this. Right. Like there's no way
you say that, but like at the same time, I just look at their past decisions. Like you would think like just them trying to merge Korea into global. Like that was a
that was a fuck fest, that one.
Yeah, like they didn't think of the clears or whatever again until the player base complained.
Yeah, that's
it's
facts.
Like so many different like little things that they don't think about while they're coming up with these big plans.
Yeah. See, what also upsets me is that like last month no double up. Why?
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird choice.
Why did we go a whole month without double? Like, if they had doubled up last month as well, we would be 1 month ahead of schedule in terms of this schedule, at least, right?
Unless if for some reason they wanted to make sure that the merger happened in
December. Yeah.
Well, I say merger. We don't really know if it's a merger or not, but it's probably not.
Safe to assume synchronize, like schedule sync. That's about it.
Yeah.
But like I think you're right. I think that there's something that's happening in December, but like what that is, like
it just doesn't make sense. Like
it doesn't make
as
sense.
you said, like it makes a lot more sense if they just did the double ups. Would have been so much cleaner.
Because if we had doubled up last month, we didn't double up last month. We doubled up the month before, right?
Oh, if they doubled up properly, you mean?
Yeah.
Missed out.
Yeah, I agree, but like assuming like whatever, right? Like, the worst case, like, it just doubles up, we lose the rewards. All right, fair. But so we didn't double up in June, I think it was, but we doubled up in May. Is that correct? Is that what happened?
Oh, I can't remember. It was so long ago.
The double up was
like
the beginning of June because it was with Zoro and Kaido.
We didn't double up the next bit of content. We stayed solo. I mean, in July, that is then, I'm guessing. We didn't double up July. But if we had doubled... So we doubled up in June. We didn't double up July. If we doubled up in July, we would have had everything done by November, I'm assuming. Which then would mean that we'd only be 3 months behind JP. Which we could... Then
but again, the reason why that double up happened in the first place was because they gave us the batch but no content, so they're just giving us the content again. So if they were to do it again, it's hard to plan a new banner, like a new Sugo Fest with a new batch or batches for that month as well.
That's right.
I feel like that's hard to do. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I'm not on the committee organizing this shit because it seems like a nightmare.
Fuck no. Seems like a nightmare, JP.
I was about to say it.
Let's go.
Let's go, Devman. Alright, Knight, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, Knight? You fall asleep?
No, dude. I just had to take a break because, you know...
You're talking some fucking nonsense.
The dev
seat? Alright, as Dev Mayor JP, what's the solution? What's gonna happen?
So the solution, we just wipe the slate. Everyone's gone.
Start again. Yeah.
Everyone's account start again. Hey, that might be the... Hold on, that might be the solution.
Fuck it, bro.
Fuck it, send it, right?
OPTC 2.
Depending on how many gems you get the amount of gems spent on your old account added to the new account.
Oh my days, Jesus. Over. Rise at 300 million gems, bro. It's time. Dude, like, on the Toadskii, like, if they did, like, you know that you play Cookie Clicker, and then, like, you, like, reincarnate, but you get, like, a buff? Fuck it. Do that with Treasure Cruise, bro. Like, it might be time, bro.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, though. Like, I don't even think it's been a week. I'm over this shit already. I'm ready for the next couple of months to be AIDS. I just want it to be over with already.
I'm so excited. I'm not excited, but I'm very keen to see what December, like, what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I just feel like we're gonna catch up, and it's just still gonna be shit.
Yeah, that's my concern too. Is that like just because we're on the same schedule doesn't mean any of the issues or any of the problems are gonna get
something
resolved.
That I actually wanted to mention earlier, but I completely forgot. Is like let's just say like we're getting the same banners, right?
Yeah.
What would it like? Would it be like different banners? Like, or is global banners going to be better than the JP banners? Like, because that would be a problem. Or is it going to be like we get the same JP banners that are usually worse, but JP is getting the better sales than global? Like I could definitely see stuff like that happening.
Well, yeah, like that's all right. That's also a big crux of it. It's like there's a lot of niche kind of things there where it's like you're 100% correct. Like, does what gives? What factor gives? Does the gem sales give, or does the banners give?
Right, because like for example, like if we get the JP banners, then we're just not gonna have one gem multis anymore. Or if it's like the first thing I said, where we have the good banners and they don't, that's just fucked
That's
up.
bullshit. Like I don't
exactly.
That's not a synchronization. A synchronization in theory should be each version of the game gets the exact same content,
thing. Right.
the same things, the same sales, like the same equivalencies in terms of like gem sales and such. So like I don't know. That's also a big part.
Well, one thing that me and the team came up with
Oh yeah.
was for the banners, there's only going to be 5 steps on each banner.
Yeah.
But if you don't pull the new characters in the 5 steps, you have to restart your account.
Oh shit! So you get to the 5th multi. Like, do I keep going? Do I risk it?
Do I risk it?
Honestly, like if they like implemented something similar to that, not like restarting your account, but like fuck it, restart. But like if they implemented a system where it was like for the catch up to goes, it was like 5 steps, and then the 5th step was like a super limited pool. Then once you do the 5th step, it like resets or something like that. So it's always gonna be 5 steps. You can always guarantee yourself something like that. That'd be really. I think like, that'd be like a
that's actually a good idea.
Like they just keep repeating like that.
Like a 30 gem multi at the start, and then the 4th gem is a 1 gem.
Yep, and then the 5th multi is like a limited pool legend where it has like one of the new like legends you can pull, and then once you do the 5th, it resets back to the 1st step, so it's a 30 gem multi again. And you just can keep, and that banner could be out for like a month or whatever. So if you wanted to spend a lot of gems, you could probably get all the new legends, or all the legends you were missing at least that had really.
And I think released. A good idea to tweak their shitty steps with a rate boosted character. They can just have all of the new rare recruits rate boosted.
Yeah, and only the new rare recruits rate boosted as well.
Right. So, you'd get that on the 2nd and
wait,
the 3rd, I
guess.
guess.
Sugar Fest just got me thinking, like, what if they did all like just jam pack all the New Japan shit into December for global, where they have like a banner they had a couple years back where it's like every multi's 30 gems and they only release legends in the past 12 months.
The New Year's banner? Is that the
Gem Valley banner?
The Gem Valley banner?
Yeah,
Monkus.
Have one of those.
That could work.
That'd be an insane.
But I think that's a very good idea. First of all, in the previous year, like that's a lot of legends that are really good, because like a lot of those legends that are coming out are pretty good from the previous year.
Yeah.
But also the issue there is that what's to say that the next couple legends releasing aren't PvP exclusive, aren't TM exclusive, aren't Kisner exclusive? That's where they shot themselves in the foot. They're like, if they had made Kisner exclusive legends from the start of Kisner, or TM exclusive legends from the start of TM, we would have been fine with it. But because it's all fresh stuff, like, we don't know if the next couple legends releasing are going to be Kiz exclusive or TM exclusive. And there's no way they're going to have those legends available on regular banners. That's where, like, I'm kind of torn at that point.
Yeah, and I doubt that they're just not going to make them till December.
Yeah, like, there's no way they're going to say, we're not going to release any more exclusive legends, because they make a lot of bread off these exclusive legends as well. Purely because they're exclusive. I do think that, like, a banner that, like, refreshes itself, like, every 5 steps, every, like, 3 or... Imagine every 3 steps, right? 30 gem, Ray Booster legend, limited pool legend, reset. 3 or 5 multis. Like, you could chuck, like, 6-10 multis at it and walk away with, like, a couple of new legends, hopefully. Like, I think that probably could be, like, best case scenario if they wanted to dump everything in December.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else?
I come up with good stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out Def Knight. He came up with the solution there. Is there anything else we want to talk about here? We probably should mention, shout out to Nick, but, you know, he tweeted recently that he's no longer working on One Piece Treasure Cruise. He'll be focusing exclusively on his Gundam IP, or the one that I think he was working on simultaneously. Mm-hmm. But he has, you know, he's given his help, and he's given his information to the new community manager and such. So you know, thank you very much to Nick, and you know, we appreciate all your time and effort. I don't know if you listen to this, but nonetheless,
that's that guy.
Yeah, shout out to that guy. We will be getting Nick and Chris on again. So the Bandai Cowboys. And they did also want to get on Alloate, who's also somebody who worked on Treasure Cruise, and then the person who took over Chris's spot. So I'm gonna get in contact with them, and hopefully we can get a big like reunion episode for Bandai. Because it's far, it seems, I don't know if this is meant to be information we're meant to know, but it was tweeted out in public on to my Twitter, so I'm just gonna say it anyway. Like Chris mentioned that like the US team isn't working on OPTC anymore, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It went something along the lines of like it wasn't Nick's decision to leave the Treasure Cruise game.
That's we don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna put that out there to be transparent. But Chris tweeted at me or replied to my tweet and mentioned that the US team is pretty much no longer working on OPTC. I don't know where the game is at. I don't know who the new community manager is. Hopefully we get told at some point. I mean, I would have liked it to be in the... actually, we didn't know by the producer video, so it couldn't have been.
That's outrageous. Not in the US.
That's obscene.
Where else is it going to be?
That's what I'm saying. Where's it at? But I mean, hopefully we find out in the coming days or sooner rather than later, I suppose. But I just want to put out.
Depends if they want to be known.
That's also a big scary factor there too. That is
completely their decision.
Yeah, that's a big scary factor there too. So
yeah.
But no, we appreciate Nick and we appreciate all he's done.
Nick's done a lot for the Treasure Cruise global team, and we do appreciate all the work he's done. And I'm sure that he's not going to hear from everyone, but everyone does appreciate how much work he's put in behind the scenes. Because there's been a lot of stuff that, like, obviously not everyone knows, but since the stuff that he's told us, like organizing the IRL event, which is kind of crazy, and all the stuff pertaining to that. So,
well, like, just get excited for when the Bandai Cowboys come back on the GGP podcast, because I think there's gonna be a lot of tea. Yeah, as long as Nick isn't under NDA anymore, there's gonna be a lot of tea spilt.
But, Nick is still working for Bandai.
That's the concerning part. But we'll see how things go there. But no, we appreciate Nick, and that's about it.
Cool.
All right. In other news, I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to bring on to that, or just want to like go through that? Anything extra we missed in the questions?
I was gonna say I feel like we'll revisit it in the questions.
100%.
Yeah, we will.
All right. So in other news, very very quickly, new TM silhouette on JP. Any thoughts as to what that could be? Everyone's kind of guessing potentially Nojiko. So maybe there's another Nami coming out at some point, or maybe there's just like a bunch of things related to like going through the era of Strawhat stuff again, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is like the first silhouette in a while that like I actually don't know who it is.
Yeah, this is a difficult one. I thought it initially was Margaret, but
yeah, it could have been Margaret, could have been Koala. People said Koala potentially too, which I don't know. Maybe
people are also saying Stussy.
Stussy could fit.
Yo, Lucci Legend, let's go.
I
feel like it's gonna be summer related though, because it looks like there's like a palm, like a big leaf. Like she looks like
swimsuit Lucci in hybrid form.
Yo,
let's go.
It's time.
Finally, give the boys some respect out here. No, I ain't just trying to see some honkers. I'm trying to see some anyway. Also, global meta shops updated. Pretty good.
I haven't looked at it yet.
By pretty good, I mean like it's okay. Like
still waiting for the items to hit the metal shop.
All right, relax, buddy. They're working hard to catch us up to JP. Then they got time to update the metal shop. You're insane.
This metal shop's actually not terrible.
Yeah, 400 medals for Sugar or V3 Katakuri. I'd say Sugar's 100% worthwhile. Probably Katakuri as well.
Yeah, Sugar's good, cool.
Bullet, Big Mum, I think are both great for 250. And I'd say Judge is definitely worth 150 if you haven't picked him up yet. I mean, not
Jimbo's
really.
And Jimbo.
And Jimbo's there too. So
Jimbo.
Shout out Jimbo. Nice favorite dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're all right. And then hopping into everyone's favorite segment after their favorite segment, it's the Q&A. First of all, I want to say you guys asked us a lot of questions because obviously this topic is very fresh. I want to thank Todd for curating a lot of these questions because I'm sure we've answered probably a majority of them too.
Some of them may still stack.
Yes, I'm going to say to you guys now, just like as a preface, like if it stacks to what we've mentioned, then we'll just like quickly answer it and then move on to the next question there. But as per usual, if you want to send us questions, you can send us questions to @GGP Podcast on Twitter or via our YouTube community tab. First question from @StumpD Shout out to that guy. He asked, "Why does Bandai hate me?"
Because you like Halloween Shanks.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You weird
It's
man.
your-
Exactly, you fuck.
Wait, I didn't see. Did he get shafted in his pulls or something?
I don't know actually. I
may have to go peep that.
We might have to peep that real quick just to see. But yeah, it's because you like Halloween Shanks, you fucking weirdo. Anyway, next question. @Dodo Gama Hat, they ask, "Hey crew, what kind of legend would you like to see that has no right to be a legend? Someone that no one really thinks is legend worthy, almost like Sugar." Hey, come on, dog. Mine, shout out Chubig. Mine would be Gats from the Dressrosa arc. That's really interesting. Also, what are your thoughts on Pokemon Unite? All right, legend that obscure legend. If you say Kuma, I'm kicking you from the call.
I mean,
Gaimon. Fuck it.
I know someone was gonna say it.
Make a Gaimon and make him like a April Fool's legend. That'd be cool.
Heracles.
Yo, that's a shout. Actually, hold on. That's actually a good shout. Zeph. Yo, that's tight. That's a shout too.
Nice.
Ganfort.
Yo, actually, Gunfort would be mad. Yes, sir.
Dude, bro, Enel vs Gunfort unit when? Hold on.
That would be so good.
That'd be kind of tight. Flame?
I'm thinking this
one
is
of your waifus. One of your waifus.
Mm.
I think another Nami legend would be a pretty good idea.
Actually, if we're going waifus, Legend Vivi.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I don't think Vivi's obscure.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
But at the same time, like she doesn't have a solo legend, which is kind of.
Oh, what about Bello Betty?
There you go. That's something cooler. No,
Baby
yeah, no. That's what I thought Knight was gonna say, but he held off. I respect it. I respect it.
What?
I thought you were gonna say Baby 5. Yeah.
Well, she's already a legend in my heart. So
yeah. There you go.
I'll be basic. I'm going Legend Kobe.
That's cool. I rate that.
Happen.
Also, what are your thoughts on Pokemon Unite? I know Todd's been playing a lot. Anyone else tried out Pokemon Unite?
No, I haven't.
No.
I haven't as well. Right?
Nope.
Todd, go off. What do you think about Pokemon Unite?
Yeah, it's cool. I've only played it for about 3 or 4 hours with the buddies, and it's cool. But playing solo, like any MOBA, like sucks ass. So
shout out Cobb and Dill.
Make sure you get a crew together.
Mm-hmm. It looks cool. I've watched like Shofu play a bunch, and it looks hella like fun. I'm not a MOBA dude, so I don't think I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of MOBAs either, but it's Pokemon, so.
It's free, right?
Yeah, I think so. But it has microtransactions. You can buy like character Pokemon to use in the game, right?
Yeah, you can buy that, and you can buy like skins for them as well.
That's like skins is like
standard. And you can buy the upgrades.
Yeah, there's like items you can upgrade.
No,
that's typical MOBA shit.
What do you mean by items you can upgrade?
It's developed by Tencent as well, so
that's fucked. That's fucked.
Yeah,
trying to invest in Tencent right now. You make some bread. All right.
There's like
no, go. By all means, please. Go.
No, you were asking about the items you could upgrade.
Tell me.
So there's like these little beads. I saw a Moist Critical hit to win it in it, like one of his most recent videos. He just like there's like items that you can put on characters like the booster stats, and you can just like put them on and then just buy like the upgrades. And I think the max level is 30, and he like spent like $100 and he like max level like one of the things, and then he was blasting kids.
Bro,
that's not fair, dude.
But can you like, I mean, like it probably like, can you like passively level up those items though, or is it only by purchasing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it, but it takes I think he said he played like 8 hours and he got like 2 levels.
Bro,
so,
that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's so fucked. All right. From @DonPatch00645891. I saw they do this to fuck with us. Do you guys think this change will benefit the player base in the long run? I know we can only speculate for the moment, but I feel the catch-up could be a reason for many players to leave the game considering the crazy pacing. I don't know. I think that like for people that might be like on like teetering on like leaving the game or not, I think that potentially like this like next coming months could easily be an out for them. But I think for most people, I don't see at least from now until November being an issue. But I guess then the big issue is going to be how they handle like December and then December onwards will be the big factor there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think it is a positive change, honestly. I know a lot of people are gonna hate it because they won't get access to the foresight as to what's coming, but like, bruh, it's like I just feel like there's overall it would be a lot more fun.
It's more fun. It's more hype. It's more
Because
exciting.
like every time a new batch releases on Japan and like I make a video on it, people always comment, "Oh, is this coming to global? When's this coming to global?" Blah blah blah. It's like, well, now we're gonna be in a situation where yeah, it is gonna come to global.
Yeah, and everyone like I think it's gonna be a lot cooler to like have discussions with friends and stuff. Like, oh, what do you think about this legend? Do you think this legend's worth it? Do you think we should pull? Do you think we should save? Like, will they be meta? Like, it's gonna be a lot more interactive, I think, for community reasons. To just discuss stuff like that.
And
I think it's good for the game, but it doesn't fix any of the problems that the game currently has.
That's well put. I'd agree with that too.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I'm personally looking forward to it because like at least like on GGP when the new characters come out
100%.
and like we would be able to have tested them, so like we would have better insight on them and stuff.
Yeah, and we could like even if like we could speculate if it's worth pulling and such too. So like,
right,
it can be.
We won't have to worry about like when content releases on Japan and we do a GGP episode, and then when it comes to global, we don't have to worry about using the same thumbnail.
Ah, streamlining
also,
streamlining the GGP process. Ah, smart man.
Also, content-wise, it's gonna be like just all brand new content, just in general for everybody.
I'm Todd. I don't know. I'm gonna talk about this. That fucking shit house meme of you on Reddit. First of all,
yeah,
that was idiotic. That was so dumb.
As soon as I saw it, I just like bursted like out laughing.
That's why I tweeted about it. It's funny. Like, I found that hilarious. But second of all, like the thing is, like everyone, it's gonna be so good for content creators. I feel like because it's fresh content. You like obviously you're gonna have to think about team stuff, but at the same time, like it's gonna be cooler for you guys, I suppose, that are making content because like you can be a lot more creative potentially. Like there's gonna be a lot more of a process involved. Like
yeah,
it's gonna be way more interesting for you guys. I feel like that you're gonna have to like trial and error especially if streaming it too. Like trialing and error the content's gonna be so much more enjoyable to watch, at least for a viewer, and then you can interact with chat and be like, oh, maybe try this or do that. Like, it's gonna be way more interesting opposed to just
backseat chat's gonna be so painful.
If I'm modding, I'm gonna ban anyone that backseats. I swear, I'm gonna send them to the realm.
Dude.
I'm very much looking forward to titling all my future content runs the first Sanji pudding clear.
Oh shit! That's gonna be cool for you though, because like you're like if you're gonna still run with that theme, like you can try to clear all the content still, like with Sanji pudding, for example, or like anything on the side.
It's definitely gonna be really fun. Cool.
Yeah,
especially like zero stamina stuff. That's gonna be.
You know what as well?
Yeah.
You know I've been wanting this for a long time, and it's really surprising that they haven't done it yet. But you know how before Treasure Map and you go to the team builder and it tells you what the gimmicks are of the boss fight? Like, why don't raids, arenas, and stuff have that as well?
Yeah, that was annoying. I remember I was looking at that last night for Marco because like I didn't want to look something up, and it just doesn't show it to you. It's
like how you supposed to know? You have to like literally go outside of the game to find out the information.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just ran into the mission.
I guess they argue that that's what the zero stam is for. I suppose is to just like to see everything. But at the same time, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, no, it's stupid because they already have it implemented in the game.
Yeah, they can do it. They just don't.
Standard Bandai practice.
Pretty much. So I think if it goes moving forward, when we get to that point where we start syncing content, if they start doing that, that's going to be great. Because I mean, we can still time travel. We can see an events there. We can see the like what
to expect and stuff. Yep.
So we can like kind of prep teams still for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally. I think it's really cool. I don't know. I'm looking look, once everything's said and done, I'm looking forward to like just the day to day. But again, what Ryan mentioned, like it doesn't like this us catching up or whatever doesn't solve any issues. There's still a lot of glaring issues, and I just hope that like there's a potential that things kind of get resolved or things at least get admitted or like acknowledged and then, get resolved in future. All right. At Tom 335634648. Fuck off. Make your ads better, man.
It's just Tom. It's just Tom.
It's Tom, you jabroni. At question 1, what is the end game of this move? Trying to catch up when we had so many empty days without compensation is going to frustrate it plays even more. I guess we kind of answered that in the first part. And then the second question is, these aren't even questions. What is shocking is no quality of life improvement at all. Only plan is catch up. 11.0.
I left this one in here because it's like this question was just a little bit silly, but yeah,
11.0 is the quality of life improvement. At least
exactly.
In theory, it's the quality of life.
We're going to get to a point as well where once we are in the same schedule, that any new update that comes out, we will also get it.
Correct.
So that's going to be good.
Correct. I look forward to that part.
Yes.
But also, I look forward to getting bugs at the same time too. So let's go. At Richie Jarius, they ask, how would you guys say the trio Annie Legends, Law, Kid, and Luffy are better? Oh, sorry. Would you guys say the trio Annie Legends, Law, Kid, and Luffy are better than Whitebeard and Shanks? Was trying to see which one to pull on. Also, a fun question: if you could move anywhere in the world, where would you go? All right, first part of that question. Do you guys still hold or still believe that Luffy, Law, and Kid are more valuable to pull on than Whitebeard, Shanks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because Whitebeard and Shanks are available on a lot more banners than Luffy.
They're literally available pretty much like they're a constant legend. They're not like gated behind. They're only gated behind whether or not they're being released or whatever, or like they're on the actual release schedule. Whereas like
exactly.
Whereas Luffy, Law, and Kid are literally Super Sugos and won't appear until there's another Super Sugo. So, all right. The next part: if you could move anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Be going to see Carissa.
Oh,
you simp.
No.
Right, I'm going with Todd. I'm gonna go with Todd to see Carissa. So what's up?
Oh damn.
So what's up?
Top blocked.
I'm just third wheeling the whole time. It's like just fuck him up. No, I'll go to see Alex. How about that? I'll give him some love. Alright, the rest of you, where you all going? No, it's gonna sound like Barbados or something like that, I reckon.
Madagascar.
I don't have a specific place I'd want to go, but I would just rather live somewhere that has like just more very consistent high temperatures, because New York's always fucking cold.
Come to Australia. Welcome aboard.
It's been
nah, fuck
lately.
that.
Yeah, it has been. What do you mean, fuck that, huh? You scared?
Fuck that.
You scared? You scared?
You
scared?
Yes, yeah, actually, yes, I am. I'm scared of spiders. So no, thank you.
No shit. Understandable. Knight, where are you going? Rye, where are you? Yeah, Rye, where are you going?
I don't know if I would move there, but I do want to visit Dubai.
Pull up with Boruto and syringe. Pull up with the Arab fellas. All right, I'll come with you. I'll come with.
Let's go, dude.
Knight, where are you going?
I got Argentina.
Yo.
Really? What's in Argentina?
Yeah. Argentina is really lit. I went there before. There's a lot of waifus there.
Bruh, shut up. Shut up. I'm not even gonna let you finish that sentence. This man said waifus. Man could have said wifeys. You even said waifus.
No, they're waifus.
Damn, alright. Okay.
Next
question. At the Lord Shiro. He asks, what is the oldest unit in the game you do not have a character log for? Mine is Lion Sung Zoro. No idea how. Pulled him unevolved and never evolved him. First of all,
imagine not having everything.
I don't know. I might need to check.
Well, I remember
I don't know. I gotta go look.
It used to, like, I remember, like, back in the day, it took me ages to get that V1 Robin.
I did one.
Like the original rare recruit one that like boosts into character's attack.
Oh wow.
I'm missing. The oldest I'm missing is number 242. What is that?
I'm missing 197.
Oh shit. 242 is Knuckle Billions Baroque Works.
Oh yes, sir.
It's the evolved version, I think, of the other guy.
Oh, what about like in terms of something that's not fodder?
Character look.
I'm missing 269. Yeah, Rai's like 3020 something.
Nah, I'm actually missing the original 4-star version of the original Log VV. I only pulled her the 5-star version.
Ooh, so all right.
Yeah, I'll never get that.
That's never happening.
I don't have the Fortnite Kraken evolved.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't have a few of the Water 7 Fortnites evolved, so I think that they're the ones that I'm missing. Yeah, but like on that same like kind of note, Todd, I think I had to do 250 runs to get the support to get Vivi. So I didn't have her on the account when I got it.
Oh wow.
So I did the free to play like the story mode, like 250 runs straight, and I finally dropped it.
That's cancer.
And I was like,
at least you got it.
I was like, I want to die. I was like, because that's when like everyone was using her support in teams. And I was like, fuck, I don't have this unit. How the fuck am I gonna build this team? And I was like, all right.
I don't think she's in friend point.
She isn't. That's what pissed me off.
Is she in rare recruits?
Yes, but I could just. I think she is, but I could just never acquire her.
Yeah.
So I'm missing number 39, which is the evolved form of story mode Buggy.
Bruh.
First Fortnite in the game.
Might need to go back and
Fortnite.
Get the character log up. Hold on.
Yeah, a lot of my early ones are just not like evolved characters.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Good question.
Beautiful.
Next question. At Makima is Bay. They ask if they do speed everything up, won't Global get fucked over due to the extra lack of resources and such at the last moment? Currently, 1, I fail to see how they will catch up, and 2, I fail to see how we benefit from catching up in the short term. Would like to know your thoughts. All right. I guess the question 2 is kind of...
I was going to say, wait, what was the question?
Question 2 is kind of like the big portion there.
Lack of resources. I don't really understand what he means by that.
I guess it's like kind of what like Rai was mentioning, like, you know, like if they're going to double up TM, they're going to double up the rewards, and they didn't do that. Or like, if they're going to... I mean, like, right now, necessarily we're not getting doubled up as far as we know. We're just getting everything, but in like short, like in like just more condensed.
Yeah.
But I guess then if they do
double up... second part, it's not meant to be a benefit seen in the short term. It's supposed to be a long-term thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's 100% correct. There's no benefit.
I think the idea is to free up resources so they don't have to plan for 2 different versions and just have everything on the same schedule.
Yep.
Which would in turn let them be able to do more other things benefit the game.
Mm-hmm.
But they just have to get over this first.
100% correct.
So basically, starting from next year, that's when we should be getting some, like the game should be a little bit more smoother.
Hopefully,
get over those speed bumps. Yeah.
Which sucks because that's what they said after we merged with Korea.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. There's another speed bump coming. Just waiting to see.
This is not a speed bump. This is a fucking mountain. Like, you know, this is something way bigger. But yeah. All right. Moving on. Rumble Scratch. Shout out Rumble Scratch. Great PvP content. Hey guys, love the podcast. So first thing he said...
I've summarized the question because it was really long.
So first thing he says, I feel PvP will be most affected by the sync. The second part he says, won't be able to plan for Rumble Scrolls and Rumble units you want to pull for / max out. And he says this might be an issue for more free-to-play players. How do you think PvP is going to be affected then? I think that's kind of what the gist of the question is, I suppose.
Yeah, I honestly don't think PvP will be that affected because I feel like if you're a free-to-play player, most of the time, well, at least I don't know the experience of being a free-to-play player in this game at the moment, but I would expect that most free-to-play players have like one team that they just use all the time for everything. So I feel like it's not going to affect them that much. I feel like it's more going to affect the other spectrum of players, the ones that are actually spending the money. But I feel like the quick team is gonna be so strong for the next few months anyway. It shouldn't matter.
I still think that it's the same. It's the same thing with like just like okay, we're not gonna be able to plan for stuff anymore. But I mean, at least from now until November, we can plan. But after that, like it's just gonna be like playing the game. The unit's gonna come out. You're gonna have to, based upon your judgment or the people you trust, I suppose. Make a judgment as to whether or not it's gonna be worthwhile to invest in the units. And if you make an incorrect mistake, then like, so be it. Like you made a mistake. All right, move on. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's like a real big concern there. Like, it's just gonna be a matter of trial and error and like having discussions with people around. I mean, even Rumble Scratch is like heavy into PvP, so like he's gonna benefit a lot from this. I feel like, Yeah,
because you can be the first to come up with some crazy team that no one's thought of.
Exactly right. Like I think that there's a lot to like the fact that we're not gonna know what's coming, in the sense of just like having excitement more so than anything.
I mean, they still need to add the feature to play against your friends list.
Correct.
They need to fix PvP first a little bit, but
very true. There's a fucking TM first. That's what I need to fix, but we won't get into that. All right. Anything else on that, gentlemen?
No, I'm pretty content with that.
Srinivas Sina. I apologize if I butcher your name. Hey guys, doing a great job with the podcast. I wanted to know about the gem sale. When we catch up to JP version, will we get the same gem sales? If we don't and have the same figure structure, then wouldn't it be a disadvantage to global players? Yes.
That's actually a pretty decent point.
Well, yeah, that's what I was mentioning way before. It's like something has to give, in the sense of like either JP has to acquire our gems, our Sugo Fest, or I don't know. Something has to give in the sense of like either we get the gem sales or JP gets the Sugo Fest. Like I don't know. One of the things has to give, or like in one direction.
I don't think we can get their gem sales due to the fact that Global has so many different currencies that they have to account for.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. I think like hopefully there's something done though where like it's cheaper, so it's kind of akin to what JP does, but I don't see them being like the exact same.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be tough though, if they do have the same steps, but that Japan can just get more from it. Like that just seems like complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So I hope that like something's put in place, so like, there's some sort of like translation. Like, okay, if the JP gem sales 3,000 yen for 100 gems, let's arbitrarily say, then like that 3,000 gems gets somewhat translated into like the other currencies too. Maybe not like a direct translation, but at least similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they could just fucking increase the value of the packs.
I mean, that's a good move, but like Banner doesn't do good moves, man. So won't happen.
True.
All right, at Andrea Fresh, they ask, would you have preferred the Strawhat crew to be a dual unit like Shank's crew or a single unit?
I prefer the single unit, but that's me.
I
the
prefer
problem with the single unit is that it's 10 people on the image, but only like 5 of the characters on the sprite, which is trash.
No, one thing I was actually going to mention earlier, one thing I don't like about the character is that, one, it's just Luffy, and then 2, when they attack, it's only like the 4 like base Straw Hats. Like it's not even like it alternates like every other turn. Like the other characters just are non-existent.
I can't imagine the mess of trying to like have all the sprites of all the Straw Hats attacking at the same time though.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, why not just split it and put 5 Straw Hats in one and 5 in another? Like,
ew.
Are you suggesting multiple Legends, Rai? Are you crazy?
Like, I don't know. These issues are created. Like, it's
not wrong,
but you know what? The fact that they've done this now means that it's very likely that they'll probably do a Scabbard Legend in the future.
Yeah, and it'll be all of them in one.
I've been saying that.
And it'll be Kinemon as the main jabroni as well. So
they could have Kinemon and Denjiro as like the main two.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're like the leaders.
Mm-hmm. I would have liked it to be a dual unit just to utilize Super Swap, but that's me. I think Super Swap's pretty cool.
Yeah, Super Sauce OP.
And it's just not being used like at all. So like, I don't know. All right. Next question. OSD Yonko. They ask, what do you think of a Zoro legend who can attack multiple times depending on how many swords he uses? 1 sword, 1 attack, 2 swords, 2 attack, 3 swords, 3 attack. He could change the number either with a captain action or depending on how many times he uses his special. Maybe he has to hit Grace with 1 sword to get 2 swords and hit Grace with 2 swords to get 3 swords. You see what I did there? You didn't say good, great, perfect though, you weirdo. Give Zoro some love. All right, what do you guys think?
That's completely broken.
Yeah, it's busted.
Because we already know how good Sugar is with her chain effect, and you're basically giving Zoro additional attacks, which just inherently increases your chain. I think it's pretty broken, unless he has like some stupid drawback. Which Bandai are good at doing stupid drawbacks.
He can use more attack, but
you need a Dex or an Int slot.
Yeah, you need a block orb.
Oh no. But, I
mean, they could do it in a way where it doesn't increase the chain, right? It could just deal that same amount of damage 3 times or something.
So that's his last tap.
Oh shit! Depending on your level of loss of how many swords he has. When he's level 5, he has 5 swords.
Oh
no! He can only get to last at level 3. You can't get him past level 3, so he never benefits.
Yeah, this is a yikes.
That's pretty cool though. I think again, another good idea.
I mean, I don't think Zoro needs another legend anytime soon. Neither does Sanji.
Nah, none of those.
No, if I see another Sanji legend before the end of this year, I'm gonna have some problems.
I might pull up to Japan right now.
Please,
where's Legend Baby 5? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, like technically, Sanji's in this legend.
Oh my god!
Hey,
you're
shit!
right.
Hold on. All right, Todd's going off. Todd's going off. All right. Snuffy. They ask, what do you guys think of the fact that we had 0 content for One Piece Day? If you have Kawamatsu finished, you have no reason to even do anything past logging in. Can't even play Rumble. I guess this was asked before.
Yeah, before the fact. Yeah.
I mean, again, kind of lame we didn't get a One Piece Day quote-unquote celebration. I mean, we kind of did with like login stuff and the gems.
I mean, honestly speaking, they should have just done it and then like the 29th just debuted this banner we got now. That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I don't see why. Again, I think Flame's theory is correct.
It's probably because it ruins our schedule for catch up. I don't know. It's like one little thing.
It's kind of lame. I don't know. I think that this having the Strawhat Crew Legend release on Global now wouldn't have really affected the meta too much. I don't think they're necessarily meta defining. I think they're very good. Like they're pretty strong, but they're not necessarily they're not one or law strong. At least in my opinion.
Right.
So. Shit, I'll tell you this: if they were coming out like on the 29th, I wouldn't have pulled yesterday.
Facts, probably. I would have pulled on them more so than anything because it'd just been like really cool to have as a unit.
Yeah.
All right. Ragnarok. They ask, sorry. Dev Knight question. All right, Knight, this one's on you. When's the new baby? When's the new Baby 5/Gyola dual unit? When the Baby 5/Gyola dual unit is inevitably released, what milestone buff do you think the unit will give? Highest attack boost, chain lock, etc. What do you think, Knight? What is Baby 5/Gyola gonna do? All of the above. So they're gonna give the highest attack boost and chain lock.
Exactly.
All right, there you go.
4 times attack.
5 times attack.
Oh shit.
5 times chain lock.
I see.
Alex Viker. They ask, hi guys, as a French speaker myself, I've watched a video from the French content creator Tao Corner. Shout out Tao Corner. He said that he wrote to Bandai regarding the latest Yoshi video and had an official reply stating that we would be 100% caught up with JP in terms of legend releases in December. According to him, that includes all new legends that JP will get from today onwards, meaning that we could have a Legends release calendar even more stacked than the one announced by Yoshi, with many new legends in between the officially announced ones. My question is, have you guys heard of this? If yes, what are your thoughts? I was extremely surprised. Don't know how that's even doable. I'll probably speak for everyone, I have not heard of this. I don't think
Neither
anyone's
have
heard of
I.
this.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know who
What? You didn't get the memo? Yoshi didn't send you a DM?
Yeah, it just Tal gonna have like a private chat with Yoshi or some shit.
Legit.
Like
Everything that guy just said, we've never heard
that's
anything
flown
about.
over all our heads.
We can 100% confirm that we've
That's
never
on.
seen that.
That's
said.
on my mum. My mum's
Yeah.
outside right now. That's on everything too. What the fuck?
Yeah, I
If
don't know
that's the
what
case
stuff is
though,
on.
that's fucked. That's
I mean, if
crazy.
that is true, that's actually crazy, and I'm not looking forward to these next few months. But
Yeah, because that makes this whole process way worse. Like way
Yeah.
worse.
And like I said earlier, if that's happening, then don't fucking pull.
Don't pull until like way after. Like there's no way to pull in anything really. But I don't know. Yeah, that's fucked. I mean, if it's a riot, like that's crazy. And I mean, we need to suss out Towel Corner because he's got some inside scoop that we definitely don't.
I don't really even know how to. I don't really even know how to comment.
I think
on
an
that, 'cause,
official
like,
reply from Bandai. Like, huh?
yeah, like, I just don't. Like, I'm not saying that the guy's a liar, but like, I just don't believe that.
That's crazy. I don't know.
He talked to me.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay, oh, my bad.
Nitemare can actually speak French now.
Yeah, Je m'appelle Night.
Guten Tag. Oh, wrong language.
Shit. That's next question. So legit Mark and Christy Darling asked pretty similar questions here. Do you think it'd be better to move to JP since they have better gem sales and there will be no difference in pseudo structure or schedule after this year? Or do you think that would change that as well? Also, do you prefer cake or pie? Love the content. All right. Start with the first part here. Do you think it's better for us to move to JP because they have better gem sales? Or do you think they'll change the gem sales on JP as well?
I mean,
realistically, if you haven't switched to JP by now, I don't think you should.
You shouldn't anymore. It's already
when we swing.
Yeah, I agree with that 100% too.
If you're going to JP just because of gem sales, then I don't know.
You should have done that like 4 or 5 years ago, like straight up.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I feel like if you're even thinking about like having that thought go through your head, like, oh, should I move to JP? Then like I don't know what you're doing, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, is your account that bad? Like,
you fucking are you trash? Are you just trash? Are you bad?
No, I'm not even just dissing. I'm just like, if your account's really bad and you're like, oh, maybe I should just start fresh from Japan because we're gonna be merged anyway. Well, I keep saying merge. It's not. We don't know if it's a merge. It's probably not a merge. But either way. If your account's that bad and you're thinking I want to move to Japan, I mean, just do it then. But like, if you're already established player on global, there's no need.
Yeah, I'd agree. I don't know. 100% agree. All right, next part of the question, the more important part.
Yes.
Cake or pie? I'm gonna make the tweet as we usually do. I'll make the tweet right now.
The thing is though, is that like, it's okay. So I assume it means like a sweet pie, right? No, not like the Australian.
Just your favorite pie, I guess.
Well,
no, because for Australians though, pie for us is like a meat pie, or like there's that kind of stuff, and that
like
should go kind of crazy,
savory.
like a savory kind of
pie.
Over here, I would assume like apple pie, pumpkin pie, like that.
I'm gonna assume it's a sweet thing.
If we're going by sweet pie, then cake.
I'm a cake guy too, 100%.
Yeah, I'm cake.
All right, hold on, Ryan. What
Wait,
are you?
We all agreeing? No.
We need to see what Ryan says.
Some cake.
Let's go! First time, dude. We're all on the same. We're all on the same page, gentlemen.
Someone switch real quick.
Yeah, someone quickly. We can't be on the same page.
All right, pie.
Oh shit!
Oh no, Rai.
Rai, no. How could you?
Oh, Rai, pie. Rai, pie, Rai.
He's got it.
Oh god.
He's on it. He's on it right now. I can't believe that was immediately straightforward. We didn't have to discuss that at all. Well done, gentlemen. Finally, we agreed on something there. Annie Brother Biswas. Again, I apologize if I butchered your name. Hi guys, love the podcast. Okay, so it's the French anniversary. What 100% skill up, or at very least double skill up. Well, first of all, there's no French anniversary. Any chance we get that? I'm not well aware of all the facts about the game. Can you clear these doubts? I would love to be able to max skill up my units that I left hanging for such a long time to this day. Is it finally going to happen anytime soon, or are we getting shafted? By the upcoming banners after the merger, will we still get discount multis on SugoFest maybe because of the improvement in gem sales, they stopped doing that. This will really affect free-to-play players. I really hope they don't do that and try to keep both sets of players happy. Your thoughts about this? All right, there's a lot to digest there.
All right, skill up.
Skill up. I
actually agree to that. I feel like we probably should have had a skill up event by now. We haven't had one in a
think
while.
the next skill up event is going to come like in September. Would be my hunch.
Yep, I would agree.
I was gonna say, isn't double skill up, like, isn't it just that's just the norm?
No, we got shafted on that too. We got less skill up rate than JP.
Of course.
But don't laugh.
Maybe it's time to move.
Oh shit!
True. Yeah. No skill ups.
Move for skill up.
Right, yeah. JP rates are better. I'm moving over. All right. Second part of that question was to gem sales and banners and discount multis. I don't think the structure is gonna change that much in terms of Sugos and such like that. I think structure is gonna be probably relatively the same. It's just gonna be interesting to see how they approach like the variance in gem sales and such like that.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing, honestly.
Yep.
That's the one I'm worried about the most.
In a perfect world, they would make it better on both, right?
Correct.
Like you wouldn't make it worse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree. I agree, hands down.
Bandai's weird.
That's also very factual too. So, all right. Georgios Kritikos. Again, apologize for butchering your name. Love your work, guys. I would like you to address the gem income in both global and Japan, and if a free-to-play can currently enjoy the events considering the state of the game and the stampede of incoming Sugos, with at least a limited Sugo, without counting TM and Kizuna Sugos, and 2 Legend releases each month, players are going to be overwhelmed. This should become more apparent if Todd and Flame are right, and starting from December, we will have double the content compared to JP, but with the same gem pool.
Well, that's where you just have to make sure that you are pulling on the right banners, of course, up until the sync point. Because from the sync point onwards, then it's
if you're free to play, you shouldn't be pulling on every incoming banner.
Correct.
If you're free to play, like Flame said it about a trillion times now, but if you're free to play, don't pull until December, pretty much, or maybe pull September and then just hold the rest of the way for.
It depends. If the banners are trash, then
Yeah, if the banners are absolute dick, I'm not pulling. Like 100%.
Yeah. Shit. I don't even. That was like a long ass thing. Like, what was the question? Like, just gem management?
It's like gem income on both versions, and if free to play,
Global's gonna get swarmed with banners and stuff.
Oh no, because I was gonna mention because last month, like when I summoned for Akainu versus Ace, when I finished, I had like 20 or 30 gems from that day till yesterday. I almost got 400 gems.
We've had, I think the last like 2 months or so have been very high. Gems,
and we already have a bunch of planned gems coming that we haven't even gotten yet.
Yeah, and keep in mind there's gonna be the special Chopman missions for the in place of the gems for tickets rewards. There's also those special Chopman missions that are coming for in September as well. That could give us a lot of gems too. So there's a lot of places where we could get a bunch of free to play gems. Plus, if you just keep doing your GARP challenges and playing content, I think it's gonna be a lot more like you're gonna be able to build a supply up at least until like September. You'll be able to build up a solid stock.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And he also talked about the gem sales, but we kind of touched up on that.
Yeah,
as well.
Exactly right. All right, Fanis, they ask, how are Andy's going to be handled from here on out on both versions? Let me kind of cover this a little bit, but we should reflect that like we don't know. Global could be an Annie. At least the only thing confirmed is that JP anniversary will be a big celebration. That's about it, really. Other than that, we don't know if they're going to do French Annies, Global Annies, Korean Annie, and that's about it. All right.
Yep.
From at Joba 93. Shout out Toadskii. Shout out Toadskii, Cobby, Dylba, the OG crew. He asked favorite GGP guests of all time.
Right.
Obviously, Rai. Duh. You guys talking about?
Yeah, Rai's
My
the goat.
favorite guest was Lay.
Yeah, on the low ski, like I still think the Lay episode is the most slept on episode. I mean, that wasn't even an episode. That was an extra. But I think the Lay episode is one of the most slept on videos we've ever created.
Yeah,
Like,
Lay's a pretty cool guy.
Just the fact that he had a fucking spreadsheet out and sent it to me, and I showed, but I was fucked. That guy's a weird man, but at the same time, he's a genius though too. So you gotta give respect. I'll say the Layup's probably one of my favorites too.
The one with Nick and Chris was
the Bandai Cowboys episode was also just like, because Chris went off. He was like spilling all the tea, and we're just sitting back and doing. I did nothing. I didn't say a word. Chris was talking for like 2 hours.
I'm surprised he wasn't under NDA during that.
He's been out of Bandai for a long time, though. I think.
I thought it was only a couple months. Usually NDAs are like years after,
yeah.
But...
I don't know. Like
I think by the time that he was on the episode, it was at least half a year. So I don't know.
So
maybe
it's still a short NDA.
Maybe the contract like just ran out or something. I don't know.
Maybe the NDA ran. I don't know. That's kind of sus.
Or maybe he just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think. I think the reason why he didn't care was because he was already working at Riot Games. So like, I guess. I mean, at the same time though, like Bandai could have fucking sued his ass if they listened to the episode potentially, but. Don't listen to it, Bandai.
Yeah, that's right. Because Bandai don't listen to our suggestions.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, Dev Knight's. Oh shit, Dev Knight's here though now.
Oh no!
Hi.
Don't sue Chris. We need him on for the Bandai Cowboys season 2.
Don't worry, I'll sue you guys.
Fuck! What the hell? What do we do wrong?
As long as I've been here, my favorite guest episode so far has been the Gary one.
Yeah,
G-Man.
Yeah, G-Man. G-Train.
Not G-Man.
What do you mean not G-Man? Are you kidding me? G-Man's a good
betrayed
dude.
me.
I think also low-key Stump episode 2 was sick.
Yeah, Stump was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see though. More guests in the future. I don't know.
Boris is always a good guest too.
Boris is a good guest. Boris is fun. But Rai though? Best guest.
No one touches Rai.
That guy sucks.
That guy fucking sucks. Alright. Vince M. Zamora. They ask, thanks for being super cool, guys. Now that Nick isn't the CM anymore, when can we expect a sequel to that 1 GGP? Oh, there you go. The 1 GGP extra episode with Nick and that other guy. Chris, you're that other guy from now on.
How much juicy details Nick
and how much time will you guys free up? Because with Nick spilling all the juicy details, it's going to be a 4-hour-long ep. Well, for starters, this episode's about 3 hours long, so probably around, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully, I'm going to talk with Chris at some point in the future and organize a big, like, Bandai reunion kind of episode. And then just, like, pretty much just, we're only going to be in the call to, like, mediate the conversation and let them just, like, chat about their life and their work at Bandai, especially in development of Treasure Cruise, as far as they can talk about it.
And whatever they're up to now,
100%. So, but there will be a sequel to that episode without a doubt. And I think it would be really cool to have Nick on at least again to chat as well.
Yeah.
All right. From @a Chocola, they ask, what's the best part of a chicken wing? The drum or the flap?
All right, we have to go down the list again. All right, here we go. All right, I'll start though. Go. I'll say the flat is my favorite.
Ooh.
Part of the chicken wing. Yeah.
I agree. Ooh. Night, right?
Drum Island.
Oh shit! Oh, it's dude. On the break.
Come on, Papi.
Monkas. Look, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flat boys, rise up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Undefeated, boy.
Stay winning. It's just because, like, I learned a method to eat chicken wings in, like, one, I don't know, one day I was, like, bored. I was like, how do I eat chicken wings fast? Don't ask me why. I looked it up. There's, like, a way where, like, if you hold the bone on the flat side in a particular way, you can, like, put the whole wing in your mouth and just, like, pull the bone out. Pause on that question.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that's why I paused. That's why I paused, man. Come on, dog. Give me some credit there.
I just think the chicken meat tastes better on the flat, I feel.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
All right, drum boys.
watching speed runs for
Y'all just
eating
got some
chicken wings.
trash drums.
Any percent speed run chicken wings.
Yeah, God.
I had to impress. I was at like my cousin's birthday. And
No
all these-
quit outs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was at like my cousin's birthday, and like they had bought chicken wings, and I was like, "Here's my moment to impress everyone." I just ate like 20 chicken wings in like 15 minutes. By 15 minutes, I mean like 15 seconds or whatever. And they were like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Yeah, what's up, man? I'm fat. Fuck you." All right. Final question from CS Wins.
Cody in Canada.
Cody in fucking Canada. Peanut butter burger
Let's
boy.
go.
Knight's best
Let's go.
friend.
Exactly.
He asked, "Howdy guys, love the content as always. As I'm sure you'll cover all things OPTC related, let's go off the beaten path. Gun to your head, what's your favorite Marvel and or superhero movie? Also, I'll stand on that peanut butter burger island with my boy Knight. You can knock them. You can't knock them till you try it. Thanks as always for the work you do, Cody and Canada." First of all, I want to ask Rai. Rai, have you ever had peanut butter on a burger before?
No, that sounds disgusting.
Thank you. All
Thank
right,
you.
Rai
You can't knock it till you try it. Fuck
Rai-
you, Rai.
Rai is a
I
respectable.
will bake you in a pie, my guy.
Rai is a respectable adult man. I can respect that.
I'm an adult too.
That's
So
cat.
is Cody.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you put peanut butter on your
yeah.
burger, boy.
Peanut butter burger boy. All right, but then the part of that question. What is your favorite Marvel and or superhero movie?
So it doesn't have to be Marvel, but
Yeah, so all superhero movie. So either or.
I think one that's super underrated that I love watching is the Henry Cavill Man of Steel.
Yes, that movie's good.
Love that film.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
What
like
else we-
Thor Ragnarok as well.
That's a good. I was gonna say that for me. I'll say Thor Ragnarok for myself is probably my
Yeah.
favorite superhero movie.
The lads.
If we're counting animated films, I really enjoyed Into the Spider-Verse.
Mhm.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
axe.
that movie's good.
That's brazy.
Mhm.
Knight, what do you got, boss man?
All right, so for animated movies, it's Batman Mask of the Phantasm. That's like one of my favorite movies.
Mhm.
But for like overall superhero movies, this one is one that a lot of people won't know about. It's Avengers Grimm. That movie is like a parody kind of the Avengers. It's like a movie that this company called Asylum made to try and get people to buy their movie when they thought they were buying the Avengers, and that movie's like the funniest movie I've ever seen
That's
in my life.
hilarious. Like that's
Yeah.
that whole strategy in itself is so hilarious. I'll rate that.
I've never heard that.
But
one.
yeah,
Might have to watch it. Hold on. All right,
Okay.
Flame and yourself.
DC, I agree with Todd. That's probably Man of Steel or one of the Dark Knight series
Oh,
trilogy.
true. I forgot about them. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Marvel, I love like OG, like Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
It's like that's God movie.
All right, that's it. Jesus Christ, what an episode! We're done. I think that's it. Any remaining thoughts, gentlemen?
Don't pull.
Don't.
Yeah, save those jemmies.
I've emptied the tank here, but you know who isn't?
speaking of the green shirt,
Oh shit, green shirt back.
Should I-
Yeah.
should
Make
I
sure you.
keep going?
Yeah, go.
Oh yeah, all right, I'll keep going. So the green like blouse thingy that
All right, I'm
Robin
cutting him
wears
off, Rob. All
in
right, anyway,
podcast
yeah.
is
Thank
my
you,
favorite
Ryan.
outfit.
Thank you, Ryan, for joining us. All right, no, but on the real though, thank you, Ryan, for joining us and providing your insight. We greatly appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This is
I'm
yours.
not a professional or anything.
No.
but glad you appreciated my insight.
You're a professional man. This is your platform. If you have anything you want to shout out, anything you want to say, take the time to do so now.
I just want to say thanks for inviting me. Keep up the good work. You guys are at the peak of OPTC content, so
Yeah, fuck
Check it
you,
out.
Todd and Flame. The podcast is better. No, I'm joking. But no, we appreciate you being there. We appreciate you being there, and you know, and joining us on such short notice. I definitely appreciate that for sure. as the usual spiel goes, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. It helps out a great deal. Hit that like button as well. It helps out with us in the algorithm. Make sure you comment as well. Let us know your favorite parts and what parts you enjoyed. We haven't done this in a while, but Todd, what is the word for the day in terms of if you've made it to the very end?
The one that you have to do is hashtag Blackboard.
Interesting. Hashtag.
I know. I have my Twitter open. I see a Blackboard. So
all right. Hashtag Blackboard in the comments down below. Whilst you're in the comments down below, check in the description. You can find us all of our social medias. Our Linktree link there is linktr.ee/goodgreatperfect. There you can find all of our social media platforms, that being our Instagram and our Twitter accounts at GGP Podcast, our YouTube, of course, Good Great Perfect, and you can find us all on all our audio platforms there, anchor.fm/Good Great Perfect, and you can find us on the more popular ones, that being Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well. While you're down there, make sure you go and follow and like and subscribe all the other co-hosts there, that being Todd, Flame, and Knight. But with that being said, I have been Captain Papi, Knight, Flame, Rai, and Todd. Thank you for listening to this mammoth of an episode of GGP. But we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Wait, actually, you said you've been Captain Papi. So what are you now?
No comment. Keep it moving.